Boo. Hey, what's up? It's Supper Bowl Sunday. Grab your biggest bowl of food and start eating. What do you mean, sports? Go.
91 moons. Greetings, salutations, and good vibes to all but Walmart. Made an order last night but only getting half of it. Seriously, shipped from another store. Very simple concept. Instead they canceled half the order.
What?
GRR.
That doesn't make any sense. Glasgow, thank you.
Hope everyone is having an amazing Sunday. Who else is joining me and not watching the stupid bowl and watching better things instead today, like the new series which you can watch on High Dive, called Hell Mode?
Write it down.
Hello, Pum'Kin
Thank you.
guy. How are you today?
Doing all right. Waiting for the puppy bowl. There's so many apple, banana, fruit cats everywhere. Superb owl. There you go. Glasgow, pre-stream sub. Thank you. 75 moons. I saw it. Hype train level 1 already. Oh my god.
Pup bowl.
Puppy bowl. There you go. Puppy bowl's best. Evil Queen. Hi. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. You. New follow. Thank you. Icarus. Coming in. 3, 2, 1. Everyone's following. Thank you. I appreciate.
Hype train bits for Pum'Kin guy.
Hype train bits, which means
It's a freaking hype train! Let's go! It's a freaking hype train! Let's go!
Marilyn gifted a bunch of subs. Dr. Norp got one. Shady Gun got one. Ultimo. Don Julio got one.
Train ticket bits.
Bestiavils Nesto. I mispronounced somebody's name. Let me get that one. Sorry. Farrellin, thank you. Icarus, thank you. We're at 80J, thank you. Gearbox, hi. Megan, hi. Thank you. I appreciate. Hold on, I mispronounced somebody's name. Icarus. What do you mean? Oh, come on. It's got to be here. Hold on. Wait, I gotta say words. Wow, it's not there? Is somebody pressing buttons without my knowledge? Icarus gifted a bunch of sub. Evil Queen got one. Cobalt Skull got one. Mama Blue got one. Vinny got one. And Kieto got one. Thank you, Icarus. I appreciate. Hop trade level 5. Random sync. God, I'm doing it to myself here. Look at this. This is insane. I thought I had the other one on there. Mispronounced names right on Steve's card. That clown. Hold on. Let me check my bingo card. I could be a winner.
But it hasn't come up.
What? In card battle? What do you mean it didn't come up? Ow! All right. Let's see what the problem is there. Or we'll call technical issue too. Oh, good. Everything got reset. Oh, man. I love when technology is so consistent with its screwing you.
Spooky talk from toaster. Spooky eat me toast. Yum, yum, yum. Human hand.
All right. Well, card battle. Where is it? Okay. Flutter Dash got a card battle. Hold on. Let me call technical issue so you don't even got to call that one. Boo, 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 boo. This is why it's so difficult. Should just go into easy mode, bro. Why is technical issue not on this list? Yo, it better be. What is wrong with my keyboard? Oh, no, I got it. All right, cool. All right. Card battle. I don't know what happened, but hey, Flutter Dash. You got to roll equal to or somebody's got bingo. Catman got bingo. Equal to or greater than 16. I think he heard me. I just said screw Steve. 10 now. We got some of the cards. We updated. We got them, so all the motion ones will load because they're not ungodly huge in scope. All right, at least you tried. Oh, man. Anonymous gift gave Gearbox a sub. Thank you. Anonymous giving Gearbox man a sub. Thank you.
Seriously? 60 moons with Pum'Kin guy.
60 moons. Thank you. And earlier this morning, Ash Darkthorn, how you doing? I saw it. What's up? All right, we got to do the wheel spin. Let's get through the hype train, Catman. Don't go anywhere. We got to do a wheel spin for you. What? It's going to be digital goodies. Can't interrupt Hype Train. Hype Train's very important. It's sacred even. Go.
No note.
No, no. Thank you. I appreciate. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What the? Do. Sacred's artificial program. Thank you. I appreciate. Thank you. Oh, dude, 60 moons. Thank you, Icarus. What about it? Go Patriots. Oh, yeah. Who's playing? Patriots and who else?
Level 6?
Level 6, question mark. I think so. I think we did it. Level 6. Yes. Nice. Who's the other team?
So noted.
Oh, noted. Trillian, thank you. Oh, Seattle Seahawks. I don't know, man. New England or Seattle? ADJ, 100 bits, thank you. I know, who do I root for? Technically, we live in New England, but I'm not happy with it. Seattle had grunge and coffee. I almost want them to win just because they have I feel like a better history. Who's got more fun stuff? New England supposedly has good pizza, but they didn't have grunge. New England doesn't have a big music scene. Go.
Apple. Apples are tree babies.
Ow! Oh, we got a sound alert. Man, where is it? Boop. Sound alert used. Oh, calling it. Hey, I'm trying to stay on top of it. Can only do so much with.
There was supposed to be 2 completely different halftime shows, but the other one canceled due to people leaving.
Wait, what? The other ones. What do you mean people leaving? People going anywhere? Oh yeah, somebody was supposed to have like an alter. We even turned. Hey, here you go. Hey,
New
Chris.
England has generation records, so I'm rooting for New England.
Is New York really part of New England? Well, Manhattan. I don't think Manhattan thinks it's part of the United States at this point. Oh man. No, but why they got to make a halftime show like divisive now? So people are going to be watching the Super Bowl bickering with each other when they should all just be enjoying dip and hoping that the team that they dislike doesn't win, Come on, dip. That is the only reason I like sports is because everybody gets together and bickers about stuff that isn't real world nonsense and eats dip. That's the whole point. Also the ads. I've already seen somebody ads. And I'm like, really, guys? Come on. What are you going to... Thank you. See. Did you call Card Battle yet for bingo? No, I didn't. Also didn't call somebody wins bingo.
Something. Then Shine Down was the 4th band to leave, claiming they're for everyone. So they're not for right-wing people, I guess. Hurts as a fan.
Yeah. Don't get into politics. We don't do that here. We got enough in the world. All right, Card Battle. I called it. Thank you. Let me call. What was the other one? Someone wins bingo, which is. Oh, that doesn't have to be called. Okay, that's automatic. I wish they were all automatic, but they're not. Yeah. What's up? Think the halftime stuff is just controversial to draw hype. Well, I do whatever. Everybody could bicker about that. I'll use the bathroom during a halftime show.
Jim,
go.
Coffee time.
Thank you. Call randomness. It should be coffee time, right? I should be able to get that. It's not politics. It's what killed the show. Yeah,
Internet is poopy sometimes.
It is.
But sometimes there are cats, and that makes it better. Internet is poopy sometimes.
Yeah.
But then sometimes there's puppies, and that makes it better.
Puppy bowl.
Throw a puppy at it.
And you could do that today, because it's the puppy bowl. Oh, that's where they throw puppies at each other, right? Oh, man. Dude. That's what there's this fan. Yeah, stuff happens. Bop, bop, bop. Yeah, is anyone, like, who's supposed to be in the halftime show? I know there was a Sad Bunny or Goofy Bunny or whatever his name is. And then the only Bad Bunny I know is the freaking horror movie of the same name. And everyone's like, oh, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I didn't care. Who else is there? Green Day? I thought they were opening. I feel like that'll be fun. God. Ah, God. Listen to him now, quick. Life is better with puppies. Yeah. Go.
Personally, I think it should be a little political based, and during major election years the Super Bowl be
What?
cancelled because
We
it
just
stirs
said no
up the rivalry
politics.
between the parties and makes people dumber during the election because my team didn't win my candidate. Support them. Only thing
What?
I'm gonna say like that today. Jim Shear 20.
No politics. It's a sports
98
ball.
Pumpkin pokes.
Uh. Oh, man. Thank you. Come on, rule. If you're going to bicker about teams, but not anything else. Wheel spin. I still got the wheel spin. Don't worry about it. Hype train. I think we got it. And then we'll do the hype. Then we'll do the wheel spin right after it is. Hey, there we go. Hype chest is on the way. Or wait, did we already get all of them? Either way, everybody, thank you. Boom. Hydrate. All right, might as well call easy mode. What's up? And Dawn's here. What are you doing?
Watching the cat be neurotic.
Yeah, the cat's neurotic.
She will not leave the garbage pan.
Well, I don't know. Maybe there's something fun in it. We're going to call wheel spin anyway because I got to do a wheel spin. What are you doing?
Bingo.
I already called it.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm on top of this today.
all right.
All right. We got to do a wheel spin. Do something fun, but no gaming.
Dawn, poke the pumpkin.
No, you can't. I'm in easy mode. You can't poke nothing. You can't do it. I'm unpokeable.
Hi, Dawn.
Dawn left. Flutterdash said hi. I hear hi screaming in the background.
Hi, Dawn.
Icarus said hi. Hi. That's all I hear in the background. All right, let's get the wheel spin going. Catman, you know the drill. Something from the itch.io shop could be stuff, all the words and things. And if it's already something I got it, pass it along to somebody else. Boop.
What's the deal?
Find out.
Let's spin the wheel.
You got to spin it to win it.
'Cause you won bingo.
Catman won bingo.
Let's go. Spin that freaking
Spin
wheel.
that freaking wheel. All right. Gonna win something. Could be numerous things. You know, you got comics and all that other stuff. Stuff from the It Shop. And then you get it and you own it. You download it. Something you already have. Feel free to pass it along to somebody else. What is it? Blue Ink Comic Collection. Ooh, it's a whole comic collection. We've just been putting those up on Etsy. That's literally the book with all the ones that we got there. We're putting the original sketches up on Etsy. Nice. Beautiful. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. Let me get that over to you. Do. Nah, man, we're going through the archives and we're just like, all right, yeah, we got to start
Unbreakable.
putting some of this.
Are you
stuff.
trying to challenge Dawn? I wouldn't.
Dude, what? Am I trying to what? Cheese what? I heard it's about some cheese. Oh, no. No, I'm unpokeable. Nobody can poke me in this form. I lost my spot. Hold on. There you go. Create download key. Go. Boop. Got it. Boom. Going in there. Boom. Sent you the link. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Now I get the close tab. Boom. Nice. The closing has happened. I don't know. I get a little bit of joy every time I close a couple of tabs. It's like I know I'm using less resources on my computer, and I'm happy about that. It's the simple things in life. Yeah. I know it's ridiculous, but it's like, wow, dude, I freed up like 0.3% processing power. I got a little meter that sees everything, so it makes me happy. Go. Although you just said people not discuss about politics and the person is like, so what? Listen to what I have to say about. Yeah, I know. Things happen. It's a very heated time in the world. Speaking of heat, my God, why is it like -2 degrees outside? It is utterly disgusting. Dude, no, man, we had to go outside and it was like, oh, dude, it was crazy. I know what the temperature is everywhere. A wind chill is like getting slapped in the face with a glacier. It's crazy. 50s? Oh my God, that's like summer. I had to turn on the heater. I have a very high tolerance for cold. If I got to turn on the heater, it's freaking cold. Exactly. It's so cold it burns. Oh, I would love 34 degrees. Oh, man. I think it's getting up to that sweltering 10 degrees today. 15. I'll take the extra 5. Give me your 5 degrees. I didn't get to say hi to anybody. What's up? Rio, what's up? Hi. Killer, hi. William, hi. How's it going? Malenko, hi. Trillin, hi. Mama Fairy Goddess, what's up? How's it going? Malenko,
My
hi.
baby's due date was actually today, but as a premature birth, she's healthy and gaining weight.
Hey!
Blossom is already a gorgeous little one.
Nice! Congratulations! Also, hi. I mean, you can say hi to Blossom for me, but I don't think it's going to matter. They're going to be like, I don't know. I don't remember that. I don't remember that, Dad. It's just, I was 7 minutes old. The pumpkin said hi. That's the weird thing. It would be cool if, like, when you're born, you remember everything. It literally, well, maybe like 5 minutes after you're born. And that'd be kind of cool. Or maybe it would be traumatizing. I don't know. Oh, yeah, keep them away from the squirrel for a while. Let's see, where do we live off? Razor, hi. William, hi. Vers, hi. Malenko, hi. What's up? Ryoga, hi. Thanos, hi. Killer Bee, hi. Icarus, hi. Blue Moon, hi. Real Max Marvel, hi. What's up? Malenko, hi. Again. Brian, hi. Killer Bee, hi. Again. Malenko, hi again for the third time. Glasgow, hi. It's over 2 weeks now, but there is the original due date. Oh, okay, there you go. Oh, double birthday. There you go. You could do that. Surprise them 1 year with the double birthday. Why not? Save it. Save it for like when they're really down in the dumps about their birthday. Yeah. I'm like, all right, here's what we're doing. We're having another birthday. Like, what do you mean another birthday? Well, technically, you know, you're supposed to be born on this day, but you're born on this day. So we're going to have another birthday. Do it. Special occasions only. Don't get them used to double birthdays when they're young. Let's see. Still hoping a crypto meme of Foamy will exist someday. We don't need Foamy coin. Dude, it would be insane, dude. You know, what are you going to do with that? People leave, well, what is this? I feel like people would just do the pump and dump thing where they'd be like, oh my God, dude, it's the best thing ever. You can, and then everyone would be like, no. Then everyone will be looking at you, be like, my investment. Go.
I'd buy it.
There you go. It would probably, you know what? Our crypto can be bits. How about that? I don't know if they're going to accrue in value, but rich kids get double birthdays. Double birthdays! What? I don't know. It's kind of a trade-off, though. No, dude, every time the new crypto pops up, everyone pushes the hell out of it on social media, and you get all these YouTubers who are like, yeah, man, this is going to be a really hot kind of, you know, the crypto bros, you know, and then everyone just pushes it up there, and everyone's like, oh, wow. And then everybody in the know sells it, and then everyone's left with these fraction of a cent worthless cryptos. Yeah. If anything, maybe a Foamy challenge coin. I don't know. We'll figure out something. Come on, man. We're on our 25th year of Foamy. All right. We got to do something. Going through the archives.
Speaking of trains, by the way, I have been growing my train collection. I recently picked up 2 maxi stack train cars, one that's Area 51 themed and the other is double car, which is a seat and rail car. And if you don't know what a maxi stack is, it's the container train car, the guy that goes from
shipped to truck to. I'm trying to find my spot. Train chief looking over the 2 to get a hobby to recommend you to go to the local hobby shop. Support a local hobby stop. Yeah, support a local hobby shops. We don't have one. I would if they had like some fun stuff. I'm waiting for the Universal Monsters trading card game battle thing to come out. It's happening, chat. Hey, if they're gonna do crossovers like every other thing, yo, put me in there. No, we're going to be in our own card game eventually. 25 years of Foamy. Damn. Yeah, I know. It all started way back in the day, September 10th, 2001. We were optimistic until around 9 o'clock on September 11th, 2001. Oh, God. Dude, that dude is terrible, man. It's just like, hey, man, I got a new cartoon. Everyone, you know, whatever. It's like, oh, God.
3D printable coins with Foamy on one side and PGE on the other.
I feel like it would be a conflict of interest. You put Jermaine on the other side. We can have our own kind. It'll be me and Pauline. Yeah. Do it. Yeah. Foamy debuted before, just one day, literally one day before 9/11 happened. You worked really hard during the summer. You made your first comic. You printed them all up and stuff on a copy machine in a candy store, no less. Hand stapled them all together. You had the first comic, and you're like, it's ready. Let me unveil it to the world. 9/11. Ah, God. All right, well, that's going to derail stuff. No, during that time, we weren't like, yeah, let's promote a comic book when literally the entire nation is in mourning. Maybe we'll hold off on that. I don't think we started talking about it again until like February. Dimmin. Yeah, I know. They got sports ball people doing sports ball things. Spouts ball. Peter Cushing was into model train sets. I feel like a lot of English people were. What? Trains were big over there. Oh. Republished a comic. It's already on Amazon. You can get it whenever you want. You get it whenever you want, you know? Plus, it's digital. That was the second year of middle school when that happened. Yeah, it's crazy, right? 25 years. Foamy's is the oldest squirrel to ever exist. Yes. Well, that Instagram squirrel would have probably lived for longer, but no. Foamy's fame was overshadowed by disaster. Yeah, we always have a... I don't know. It seems weird, but it is what it is. In good news, Kid Rock show canceled. Why is that good? People are losing out. What if people were looking forward to it? That's sad. What? I don't know. I don't take the, I would say, philosophical alignment of stuff, you know, into consideration because it's like everyone's got their own opinions. Yeah. It's like, dude, people probably wanted to see that. Now it's like, no. Foamy chocolate bar with a bagel bits and nougat center. No, you could probably do a cream cheese. Chocolate cream cheese. Yo, like a little piece of chocolate cheesecake. In candy bar form. Yeah. Going to do with a Star Trek with Millennium Falcon. What? Oh, Star Wars? Millennium Falcon, the three-sided monies. Makes them multiple sided, so you have to what Jermaine, Foamy, and Pooties and Pauline. Nah, that's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. Well, I'm already working 14 to 18 hours a day. Come on. 79 viewers. Oh yeah, let me call that stuff. Yeah, you got to keep me on task here. Where is that? See, now that's something that should be called automatically. You know, it should just be able to register things and be like, bro. Yeah, we got all this other stuff. Let's see. Did I swear? No. Oh, just there you go. I jumbled words. How are we on the frames? Nice. Good. No, it wasn't spicy. Oh, we did do easy mode. Come on. Shitty Gun 1. Nice. Hey, people are winning because I'm pressing buttons. Nice. All right. Let's see. Did I win? No, of course not. I got this cluster. I got this weird cluster in my bingo card. It's like they're all in one spot and it looks like it's good, but yeah. It's kind of like when you look at a jar of coins, but then you realize it's all pennies, and it's like, ugh. So who's doing what? I know I'm gearing up for the Puppy Bowl. What time is that? Part of me really doesn't want to miss it, but part of me is like, I'll live. Oh, come on, why did you call that earlier? Now I got to go back and press other buttons. Where is it? Well, we had to do the stretch and posture. What's that? Did anybody do a hydrate so I don't have to go back? I can't call it unless it happened. Boop. Yeah, we'll see. All right. Just say Key Rod, what he did his tours, just overshadowed the Super Bowl. Halftime. Go. Hey, he won again. Nice. Yeah. Gary was doing after a day's work. Good. My hand smelled like pennies when I was a little one. Did you have like the parents that would be like, go roll the pennies?
The Puppy Bowl starts at 2 p.m. ET.
2 p.m.? Ow! Damn it. I might still be streaming then. God. The posture before the card battle. Oh, see, I can't keep track of all that. I gotta get yelled at more. Well, I called it. I don't know. So you gotta give me a try. Oh, coffee. Let's see if we get a thing. It could be bad coffee because it's kind of a new coffee. We'll see. My lip is really dry. Nah, man, all the heat. Terrible. Not spicy. That's nice, though. I like that one. Okay. It's adequate. The coffee's adequate. The coffee's adequate. All right. Do they have a list of the puppies like they do with the players? I never see any Brussels Griffins in the puppy bowl. They're weird. They're like pug schnauzers. You know? So bad coffee. No, it's acceptable. A bad coffee to me is like I gotta have a adverse reaction where I'm like, blah, 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 you know, that kind of thing. Literally, we've done nothing. I can't even say we did anything fun since the last stream. It was like everything's frozen, everything's more frozen. Here's a little bit more snow, cold. That was it, man. We had to go. We had to do a little bit of food shopping because we forgot something. By the time we got home, we had to buy like half and half. And I'm like, by the time I got home, there was like little frost sickles on it. I'm like, are you kidding me, dude? Had bad lager. Does that help? No. Nothing gets you up in the morning than a nice cup of septic sludge. Yeah, septic. I think last time the pups was what? One of the pups was blind?
Lung. Very good movie.
Oh, good. Nice. See, that's good to know. I gotta wait for streaming, though.
Here in Nebraska tomorrow it will be 70 degrees.
Oh, stop rubbing it in, man. Oh. 70 degrees seems nice. But the thing is, I don't have a tolerance for heat. I have a better tolerance for cold than I do heat for some reason. I don't know why. 70 is like warm to me.
Welcome to the deep throes of winter. With the holidays over, the temperatures and snow just get oppressive.
They are. It's ridiculous. Last year it wasn't that bad, man. At least where we were. We had like, I think the coldest it was like 34. Maybe 30. But, I mean, dude, we're in the negatives here, you know? Oh, it's going to be -1. I don't like when my phone just has a picture of a frozen ice cube that's sad. You know? That was my weather alert. Sad ice cube. It's cold out. You're the opposite? As I got through watching Deadpool Wolverine. That was fun! I like that. Yeah? I kind of want to watch it again. I kind of want to go through all the earlier Marvel movies, not the later ones. The later ones are... It's so weird that the later Marvel movies are very like, yeah, I saw it once and never want to go back to it. I don't know, man, dude. They just ain't been good. I saw the Marvels. I saw Thunderbolts. I saw, what the hell's the other one? I didn't see the other new Captain America one. I haven't seen that one. I'll get to it. There's no pressing, like, oh, I really got to see this kind of vibe to it. -35, -40. Ooh, single negatives is child's play. Yeah, I know, dude. The lowest we had, I think, was a -15. Like wind chill kind of thing. At a certain point, it's just stupid. Like if weather was a person, I'd be like, you know, this is just overkill. Yeah. And you'd have to just slap it and just be like, stop being difficult. You know? 10 Rings, Doctor Strange, and No Way Home were the best of the new ones. Yeah. Yeah, what was that? The Shang-Chi one? That one was all right. It was definitely better than the Marvels. Thunderbolts had the potential to be really good, but it was so middle of the road. It was unfortunate. It was like boring. I don't even know how you do that. Death Battle starting back up with Ichigo Bleach versus... Oh, there you go. Death Battle. Nice. Thunderbolts was okay. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It was just okay, you know? I want better. I want better than okay. I want to be wowed, you know? Even the first Iron Man movie, when I watched that, I was like, wow, this is actually really good. You know, the story was good. There was character growth and all that other fun stuff. Later movies, they almost became like self-parodied in a way. Like, they got a little too goofy. Hey, now it works. Oh. Card battle. Let's go. All right, DJC, you got to roll. Equal to or greater than. That one's bouncy. Yeah, we're going to call it bouncy. It's fancy and spicy at the same time. I can't even cover it up. He's angry, though. Six. No. Well, you know what? You got 2 out of that because I got to call spicy and fancy. Where is it? Spicy. Calling it. Do I have fancy on here?
Jesus. Does she complain about back problems?
Yes. Where's fancy? Oh, there it is. Why is that so far away from the other ones? Now I got to go search for it? That's ridiculous. All right. Dude, when the robots make the card, I only do so many. I don't want to keep going back and be like, well, refine this and make it a little less. I'm like, yeah, whatever, fine. Run it through the machine. Okay, good. Hey, at least you got something. Boop, 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 boop. I'm just glad it loaded. We had to go through all the trouble and basically re-encode all those things and then export blah, 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 and just make them like half the size that they were. And it's still a delay in loading. But it loaded. Yeah. So I'm happy about that. Let's see where we leave off. Oh, get over the card. It's over. Oh, good. Okay, I got a question. We don't have a dog. We have a cat, right? So, question is, if you have a dog and it's negative degrees outside, what the hell do you do? No, for dog walking. I mean, you can only give it so many coats. Its little paws are still on the ground getting frozen. Or is the dog just like, you know what? I'll hold it. Or do you just set up a little spot where it can just poop and throw it out the window? Like, I don't even know what you would do. Like, I wouldn't even know if I had a dog what I would do. Unless you got one of those, like, husky dogs that's like, you know, to go out there like, this is great. I love this. Yay. And they're playing in the snow and crap.
Get a husky. They love winter.
There you go. See? Thank you. New Ghostbusters movie. What? All-female cast version happening? Getting mixed signals online. Not that I know of. I heard they were working on an animated one. We got an article for that. Are they going to try the... Didn't they learn anything from 2016? The all-female cast of Ghostbusters that nobody wanted. Dude, the other one was fine. That came out afterwards. They had a mixed cast of everybody. It was fine. Frozen Empire was fine. You got to mix it up. You can't be like, it's all fill-in-the-blank type of people. Nobody else. Why? I don't know. You think that actually works in real life? No. Come on. Small dogs can use pee pads. That's true. St. Bernard with a full diaper in your house. Oh, God. Never actually owned a dog. And probably play what? With a toy. Yeah. That's one way to make a Cujo scarier. Ghostbusters ended with the Xbox 360 game. That was a good game, man. I'm really glad everyone got together to make that. Yeah. I should replay that because I got the remastered version. I played the original one, but I didn't play the remaster. Remaster. They should do a remake of that. That would be good. Snazzier graphics, you know? That'd be nice. It's fine, but my standards of movies aren't high. What? For an all-female Ghostbusters. I didn't like it. I thought it was very, ugh, you know? I'll probably go back and rewatch it at some point, and my eyes will either explode or I'll be like, it wasn't as bad. But I can't imagine it. It was so forgettable, too. I don't know. Situation, my other dog, Brownie, would go to the bathroom. She was smart. We'll just go on tile. Oh, there you go. That's good. Nice. Look painfully generic. What's up? Skull, hi. How's it going? Hope you're doing well on this Super Bowl Sunday. Super Bowl. Look, we got cheese balls. Oh, man. Dude, we had those cheesy puff things. Yo, no. I know we mentioned it, but bro, I haven't had like chips in a while, but there's these corn puffs. It's basically like popcorn covered in cheese doodle dust. Yo, they were really good. They're super airy, light, and they got all these kind of little cheese doodly things in there. I like them better than Cheetos. They're good. Supper Bowl. What's up? Hank, how's it going? FMR High. Remastered Kung Fu. What? Remastered Kung Fu? Yeah. We're talking about the old Nintendo game? Old school. Sasquatch pizza, 2 pounds of genuine yumminess. Really? 2 pound pizza? No, I haven't. I don't think I've even seen it in the stores. The only thing I was so good, I didn't buy this. I was so good about this. Cheez-It. There was a Cheez-It pizza. Kevin with bingo again. Nice. Bro, a whole pizza. Basically, the crust is a giant Cheez-It. Aldi's the last place that carried it. Oh, God. I know of one, but it's like really far away, so yeah. I haven't made it to a stream for years. What's going up? Glad you're still out there. Yep. Keep doing what we're doing till we're dead. Thanks for the follow. That's my mantra. I should make a shirt. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing till I'm dead. I think that's just the way living works. Pizza, Cheez-It pizza wasn't very good. Well, it's Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut used to be good. Pizza Hut was the pinnacle of fun pizza in like the 90s and early 2000s. And then it was just like, yeah, we're just going to turn to utter garbage. Dude, they're like closing like 500 locations. 500 locations. Yo, Pizza Hut, give me those red cups that you have. No, man, dude, those things are so nostalgic. I like those. Where do I get those red cups? They got to be authentic, though. All right, I don't want the Temu knockoffs of the, pizza place, red cups. No, I don't want that. I want the ones that have the little logo on there. Ah, God. Someone brought mac and cheese pizza to a party. How was that? Really? Ooh, mac and cheese. Huh. Nice. We made our own chicken bacon ranch pizza the other day because we got a frozen pizza, and I'm like, God, if I don't eat a lot of pizza, so it's like when I had it, I'm like, I am gonna mess this thing up. I got all sorts of bacon on there, and I put ranch all over it. Oh, so good. Yeah. Love texture Pizza Hut cups. Yeah, I know, right? They're fun. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's a tactile thing. It's really bizarre. Spider High, what's up? How's it going? It's cold out. Where to leave off? Mind my father's work ethic. Sleep when I'm dead. Exactly. So, let's see. Pizza was, what? Was a pizza for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. There you go. Nice. Pizza Hut's New Yorker was a major letdown. And I had New York pizza. Loved it. Nice. Yeah, all right, here's the thing. There's very few places that could do or mass produce, quote unquote, New York style pizza. They can kind of do it with cheesecake. Because I've gotten some New York style cheesecakes that are really good. We had one relatively recently, and it was like, holy crap, this is actually good. Of course, I forget the brand name. Good job. Yeah, but generally, when it comes to pizza, I don't know what it is. It's a New York style bagel. Get the hell out of here. It's not. Super High, what's up? Mr. Red Glass Cups Pizza Hut had. I know, that's why I want to find them. Maybe I could just find a bunch of them on eBay. Yeah, I got bills to pay first, but still. Cheesecake Factory. Yeah, we had cheesecake at Cheesecake Factory. Surprisingly, I was not impressed. I don't know why. They have like cool toppings. Like you could have all, you want a weird cheesecake with a crazy topping on it. It's like, all right, cool. But it's all right. Yeah, screwed is cold. My cold water being slow after. Dude, yo, we had to run the faucets like overnight. You know how like if you're in a cold area, you got to let the water run so the pipes don't freeze? Holy crap. I washed my hands in this. I felt like I was bathing in ice. I was like, holy crap, how can the water even be this cold? It's insane. Yeah, trying to get warm water out of the thing was just like, yeah, you're going to be waiting a bit. I'm just like, oh, God. It's like 5 gallons later. Oh, it's lukewarm. Nice. Cheesecake Factory costs too damn much. Everything does. Dude, everything does. Dawn just went to a Chipotle like, God, what was it? Like a couple of months ago. They ordered. That was it. I didn't even eat there. It was like $18 for one person. think she got a burrito and like a soda or something. I'm like, are you kidding me? God, that makes McDonald's seem reasonable. Yeah, why is Chipotle ridiculously priced? Because I'm looking at the stuff in there. I'm just like, yeah. And they're like, oh, what do you want? I'm like, never mind. Don's like, you're not going to get anything? I'm like, no, you, whatever. I try to watch what I eat anyway, but it doesn't work out. Suppose it's overpriced as well. Like, why, though? Because, all right, McDonald's, I know, is overpriced for what I remember McDonald's being. Same thing with Burger King and all the fast food places. But, yeah, I mean, Chipotle's like another level of like, yeah, that'll cost you. Doing a ton of home cooking. Yeah, that's the thing, man. I've just been cooking up everything now. Huh?
We went out for dinner last night and it was $243 after tip. Granted, this wasn't fast food, but a year ago that bill would have been half that.
Exactly. Bro. I can't imagine going to like a real restaurant. We're kind of diner folk. Any place that I got to wear a tie, I'm not going, you know? Places that have dress codes, all right? We went to school that had a dress code, and you know what? We're done with that. Name recognition. Yeah, you're paying for the name. How about you change your name and lower your prices? Don't forget you went what? Checked out KFC's menu. Yeah, it wasn't like we ended up putting together a meal and it was like $70 or something like that. It was insane. Plus, like, even if you're getting that delivered, like if you do Uber or DoorDash or whatever, dude, that stuff adds up too. Dude, the fees for that now is insane. And it's cool. I mean, they've raised the prices of everybody's like minimum wage in New York, like DoorDash people and stuff like that. But that's just going to get passed on to the consumers now. So it's like, you order something in New York, my God, this is going to be like, how much more are they going to charge you for that? It's insane. Delivery fee. You know, here's the cool thing about certain places. Certain places have their own worker that will deliver the stuff for you for a little bit of money, or, dare they say, free if you order a certain amount. And that is fast becoming a non-thing. Because I'd rather give $10 to the business itself to deliver the food than have it go through a DoorDash or an Uber and then have some strange person pick it up that I don't even know. You know, they're probably sampling my food on the way home. Remember when Big Macs were 50 cents? What, 55 years ago? Wait, 55 years ago? I wasn't even alive. They were 55 cents? Damn, I need a time machine. I feel like we'd all be doing really well if we all had a time machine and went back in time. With the money we have now, if we went back in time, we'd be considered rich. Dude, yo, somebody work on a time machine. Because here's the thing, when it comes to finances, it never goes backwards. We never have like, you know, oh, everything got cheaper. It never happens. I don't understand that. What? No, Doritos, I don't consider like, oh, we're going to cut our prices 15. No, there'll be a Steve clip about that. He was livid about that. Holy crap. For those who missed it or won't see the clip, yeah, Doritos apparently listened to consumer feedback and is trying to ease the financial burden of living by, lowering the prices of their chips 15%. And I'm like, 15%? That barely covers taxes, my dude. What are you doing? Plus, your chips aren't that important anyway. 15%. Make it like 40. Man, I would buy him again at 40% off. Fine, you know, but I ain't paying like $8 for a family size. Hey, somebody bought a thing. Hey, thank you. You got a mug, sippy cup. Hey,
purchased 5 items for $53.50,
thank you,
including sippy cup.
Sippy cup. Sippy cup. Thank you. I appreciate. I didn't know that alert worked. There you go. Nice. We got to add more stuff in there. You got to come up with a 25th anniversary shirt or something. Limited time only. As soon as we get to it. We're going through the archive strap. Yeah, I think it'll 50%, they give you 20% less. Well, wasn't that a thing allegedly where they were taking like a few chips out of each bag? Like the shrinkflation? Because, dude, bags now are like 4.5 ounces. And I'm like, 4.5 ounces? What the hell? I used to get a 12-ounce, 16-ounce bag. It was like $5. Yeah. Now they have the natural versions of Dorito chips. They charge more. Yeah, they're all natural. Why is this costing me so much? You know what? This is why I just get the Zochil chips when they're on sale. If you do like chips, also when you don't want to eat a bunch of salt, Zochil chips are really good.
You should be having more caffeine.
Yes.
Do you really think you should be asking me if I should have
Reminder,
more
thank you.
Take a time machine and go back when groceries were cheaper. Buy stuff, then come back.
Right? Most people would go after dictators in the 40s. I just want cheaper bagels, you know? I'm like, yeah, you can go back in time. The first thing you do is got to kill that jerk from Germany. I'm like, no. Hold on. I got groceries here. Then I'll do that after I'm well fed. Coffee. Let's go. Boop, boop, boop. Ooh, this one's spooky nice. Wow, correct number of fingers and everything? Wow, the robots are advancing. Let's go. Nice. I prefer Sun Chips and Popcorners to Doritos anyways. Yeah, there you go. I haven't had Sun Chips in forever. I used to eat the hell out of those things, man, because they were like so unique. They were like the super unique chip when they came out, and I was just like, or I don't know when they came out, but when we had access to them, I was like, what the hell is this? I was like, oh man, these are good. 4 bags later, I'm like, Sun Chips. Robots be taking over any day now. Sun Chips were nice. I'm assuming they still make them, right? I know Steve mentioned it, but we basically don't even go down a chip aisle anymore because we just assume everything's too expensive. They are. And we found alternatives for like store brands. I know Steve mentioned it, but Bowl and Basket cheese doodles and Cheetos. I actually like them better than actual Cheetos. I feel like they put, at least at the time when we got them, I feel like they put more cheese dust in there. Because they're like, you know what? We're a budget brand. At least let's make it count. You know? What's up, Golden Panda? Hope you're doing well on this Super Bowl Sunday. What's up? Hi. They should make a knockoff called Moon Chips. I'll be like Sailor Moon Chips. Come on, man. Branding. Let's go. Takis is pretty good. I see them. I see them all the time. And I'm like, maybe I should buy some. Are they reasonably priced? We have Sun Chips in the snack bowl at work. All right, there you go. You got a snack bowl at work? Yo, no, man. The few places you had that actually had a snack bowl, one, it was in the manager's office, and he's like, don't touch that. Sun Chips is a popular brand of wavy multigrain snacks produced by Frito-Lay. Frito-Lay! I do like Fritos. They're good. I think Sexer made a blend of whole corn, wheat, and oat flour, rice flour, and contained 14 to 19 grams of whole grains per serving. Oh. They're generally considered a healthy alternative to potato chips, often containing less fat. Nice. There you go. How salty are they, though? I remember them being very salty. I need a low-salt version of those. I'm trying to cut out the salt, bro. Snacks are for closers. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be closing your mouth in about 2 seconds with my fist, all right? Just... give me my snacks. Good. Whatever. Sriracha Cheetos and Doritos would be... Dude, didn't they have the Sriracha Doritos for a while? Or was that a limited time thing? Bring your mistress to work day. She doesn't count. She's like my mom, you weirdo. Let's see. I'll close my mouth full of snacks. My snacks. All right, let me get boop. Boop. Boom. Got it. See? Now drinking coffee has become a quick time event because I never know what card is going to pop up. So chips are kind of off my list now because of that and no, the corporate lingo that they always put out. We've listened to our customers' feedback. You have not. Hey, Pretty 8 Monger. 9 moons. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. I know ads are going to happen. We'll just let them sit and do their thing. I'm not going anywhere, though. Like mom, sister person type. Well, she summoned me from a bowl of weirdness, so I don't know. Does that count? You're going to break something. Keep tossing the balls like this. Where do I leave off? What was the other weird food I got? How come? Yo, I keep finding ice cream on sale, though. Okay, yeah, it's negative 5 degrees out, but okay, I understand why there's an ice cream sale. But ice cream is still reasonably priced. 81, nice, Foxwood.
Don't you need to take a break for your ears, pumpkin guy?
I probably should, but I got cotton in my ear, so I think I'll be all right. Except for my own voice reverberating in my skull. What's she reading? I don't know. Every Super Bowl, they break out the, what is it? I want to be the world's strongest or whatever it is. I don't know, something about weightlifting, or it's the wrestling one, and this is the hip whip girl, the Kaijo whatever thing. You little weirdo. Okay. Ben Jerry's is worth hypothermia. Well, we started making our own ice cream because Dawn got you a thing for Christmas. One of those Ninja Creamy things. Yo, man, we've been making cottage cheese ice cream, and we're using a really good yogurt, so it's like this huge protein-packed ice cream. It's pretty good. I got to tweak some things, but I don't put a lot of sugar in there. It's still pretty good, you know. Of course, I've perfected the coffee ice cream, so yeah, that's all I need. Want to try the Ninja Cream and make avocado ice cream? Yeah, there's a recipe for that. Avocados are kind of expensive, though, but I do want to try that. They were on sale this week, man. I was going to go because Super Bowl, everyone's like, you're all going to need avocados for dip. You know? As if anybody makes their own dip anymore, right? Yeah, but I could have gotten a bunch of them, but I didn't want to go out in a frosty death grip of winter. Gander, where's my notification? Wow, come on. I know. We got to make sure that they're on, I guess. It is hit or miss. Sometimes I automatically have my notifications on for Twitch, and I'll get like everybody except for like 4. And I go and I'm like, no, their notifications are turned on. They're like, do you want to turn these on? I'm like, they're on. It says on. Then I turn it off and on again, and I still don't get it. I know. You feeling better? Hey, good. Cold is gone. Nice. It's always good when you get sick and then the cold goes away. That's always encouraging. Hey. What's up, MacBooyah? What's up? How you doing? You have to master the deadly art of ninjutsu for good ice cream. Yeah. Yeah, the problem is, here's what I've learned about making ice cream. You definitely got to put a lot of sugar in it, but we don't do that. So we got to have this thing blend the hell out of it for like 20 minutes for it to get creamy. It'll still get creamy. But you really got to be like, yeah, the more sugar you put it in there, the quicker it is. You can basically get this thing blended in 2 minutes. You know, basically you put all the ingredients in there, you throw it in the freezer, wait for it to be frozen, you take it out, you say, blend this, you piece of garbage, and it'll do it for you, right? So, all right, you do well, good. We're all right, surviving the cold. Do you know you can use stevia or monk fruit instead of sugar? We try to use agave, because it's usually a good sweetener that's on sale most of the time. No one has money for your turbo stuff. Nobody's got money for turbo. Come on, bro. Yeah. I think streamers get a portion of that, but it's like pennies. Yeah, it's like YouTube ad revenue. Oh, speaking of which, well, wait for the ad break to end because I want people to actually see it. Let's see. No, but the ice cream thing's cool. So I would like to find alternate sweeteners that aren't going to be like really terrible. Because it doesn't make sense in me making my own ice cream and then just loading up with sugar. Because then it's like I'm eating like a gallon of Ben & Jerry's every other night. As opposed to the healthy yogurt / cottage cheese, high protein, you know, thing that I usually make. Rather give you money. Yeah, there you go. Patreon. Nice. All right, for people who are back. Yo. All right. VOD channel on YouTube is so close. Here's the weird thing. All right, let me give you some backstory. For those keeping up on the socials, we were doing this push. We were like, all right, it says we only need like 500 subscribers on YouTube to, you know, monetize this thing. And it's like, we got to that like real fast. As soon as we put it out there, everyone's like, we'll help. Everyone's like, subscribe. And I'm like, all right, cool. I fill out all the forms and stuff. And they're like, yeah, hold up. I'm like, oh God, what? Yeah, your channel's monetized, but you can get super thanks and people could do membership stuff. And I'm like, I wanted the ad revenue, bro. I don't want people to give me money when you should be giving money for running ads against my stuff anyway. And they're like, well, you know, if you want that, you need 1,000 subscribers. I'm like, why do you mean we need 1,000? All right, so then we let people know on social, and then it was like there was this influx of people that are like, you know what? Boom, 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 boom. Everyone started subscribing. We were like, I think 765 away from actually being able to get ad revenue on YouTube with just the VOD channel. And everyone's going to be like, all right, cool. All right, here's the thing. You don't make a lot. Even the squirrel doesn't make a lot. It barely covers groceries. Okay. But, you know, a penny here and a penny there all adds up. And YouTube is running ads against the stuff anyway. I might as well make a couple of cents off of it. You know? That's the thing. So we are close. Hopefully that money will be rolling in, and before you know it, I'll be able to get a pack of gum. That would be awesome. I'm going to buy a pack of bubble gum, and I'm going to bring it out and be like, paid for by YouTube. Yeah. I don't know. Try pushing Kickstarter. Riff Track does awesome there. Yeah, but that's Riff Tracks. And besides, I don't even know what to be doing on Kickstarter. Because I feel like we already got a Patreon, and I don't want to be like, hey, guys, you guys are already supporting me, but do it again. You know? It's like everyone's helping out so much, whether it's here, it's on Patreon or whatever. It's like I would love to go back to a time where YouTube was basically pulling their weight with ad revenue. Like, you have no idea. It was a glorious time. I didn't ask anybody for nothing because I didn't need it. You know, and then it was just like, yeah, your channel can go die. And I'm just like, what happened? They're like, well, you did something, but we're not going to tell you what it is, so everything's demonetized. I'm like, could you maybe reinstate it? Yeah, we'll do that, but you're pretty much shadow banned. You going to fix that? No, it's been 10 years. Guess I got to get Patreon started. So that's how that got, that's literally the only reason we have a Patreon, and it's like I wouldn't have that if YouTube's ad revenue was what it should be for, you know, people. But so again, everybody, thank you for supporting, and at least YouTube covers some groceries. God. And YouTube embraced the dark side. Yeah, dude, it was adpocalypse. That again, we've said it numerous times, and I don't want to reiterate it, but it really messed up a lot of stuff for everybody. YouTube has changed since the early 2000s. Early 2000s was fun, man. Dude, we got on there. It was fine. All the content was beautiful. I even got an award for it. You know, they sent us a little thing, and they're like, hey, dude, thanks. You know, and then all of a sudden, a couple of years later, this is what bothers me. It's like everything that we had on there was fine for a decade, and then they're just like, no, we're going to demonetize everything. I'm like, excuse me, what? Why? Hello? This was fine for like 10 years. If you had a problem with it, you should have said something then. YouTube seems to hate on those that made them as big as they are now. I missed the 2000s. Yeah. Go.
You are 967 as of now for subs on the VOD channel.
Oh, nice. There we go. Dude. Bro, 33. 33 away. 33. Let's go. Thank you for checking up on that. Beautiful. No, that's going to be cool, man. I'm going to post our first month of ad revenue on there. I'd be like, thanks, guys. You did this. And it'll be like $3.98. $3.98, not $300. I miss Vine. Yeah, what happened to Vine? Vine was like huge for a little while, and then it was like it died, and then TikTok just filled the gap. And now everyone's leaving TikTok for what's the other one? Upscroll, or what the hell is it called? I'm just like, can we just have one place? This is getting ridiculous. It's a little awkward that a lot of YouTubers I watched back then had a ton of scandals. Scandals. Yeah, what's with all the scandals? How come YouTubers got scandals? I don't know. What, like with each other? Are they bickering? What's going on? Or did like the fame go to their head so they did all sorts of weird crap? I know we're not one for ego, so we're like, you know, when we were big, we didn't even know it because we just kept our head down and kept working. Let's see. Vine died because Twitter didn't know how to make money with it. Really? I didn't even know they owned that. That's crazy. Sniper Wolf is the worst. Why? Oh God, what did they do? They were trying to revive Vine, but all the surveillance and everything and AI allowed to run rampant without being monitored. God, it's like it's. Here's the thing. We all want like the Wild West of the internet to return, but then it's like people take advantage of it.
Upscrolled is the name of the new app.
They could have just called it Updog, right? All right, so there's that one. God. Ugh. Nah, man, it gets tedious. It's so tedious. Everyone's just app hopping from one thing to another. Yeah. Yeah, that's the way it gets away with stuff. Oh, all right. Yeah, I don't know. It's like I like you. There's YouTube became too drama-y. Even Newgrounds became too drama-y. What is it with people liking to cause drama? Like, what is it? I can't imagine having joy doing that. There's enough. One, there's bigger problems in the world than infighting with, you know, fellow content creators. And two, it's too much stress. Who wants that kind of stress? Maybe that's why everyone's like, damn, my life is so stressful. Well, it wouldn't be if you stopped bickering with everybody. You know, what the hell? And you guys was a heart crusher for me. Yeah, it's like the toxicity in most social media, you know, whether it's Newgrounds, YouTube, Twitter, X, whatever. I don't get it. And even back in the day, like pre-YouTube Newgrounds, everybody was very toxic to each other. And I was like, you know, part of me was like, yo, you're all creative people and you should all be, you know, working together, doing your collabs. Each one should be, you know, pushing people up and helping each other out. And it was just like, I feel like everybody hates on everybody who gets a little bit of notoriety. And it was just like, I was like, that's sad. It really is. Yeah. I don't know. I think the award system there was kind of a big problem because everybody wanted an award, you know, and I feel like a lot of people fought about whether they should have gotten an award or not. And then at a certain point, when it got so toxic with the awards, we literally opted out of all the awards. We're just like, I don't want an award. I don't want it. and people are just like still hating on stuff. And I'm just like, I don't know what you want from me, guys. I'm not taking no awards. I just want the people who watch the content to watch the content. Are we cool? No, I hate you. Just like, what the hell? I thought maybe that was an issue. Like, you know, because every time you'd post a cartoon, it would like get an award here or there. And it was just like people were bent out of shape because for whatever reason, they didn't like it. They didn't think it needed an award. And we're just like, all right. I mean, I don't need the awards. We don't go posting stuff for awards. I don't. Being able to complete a cartoon is a reward in and of itself for us. And we're like, we did one. Yay. You know, and that was it. I don't know. Somebody to pat me on the head and say, good job. You know, it's like, I do it because I want it. Yeah, go.
Goldie57 Rhea Panda Goldie57 Angel Panda. Here are two new MGOs my friend Sailor made of my channel. And I love them. She did a great job on them.
Nice. There you go. Hey. Thank you. Good. I miss being a kid. Being a grown adult sucks. Yeah, being a grown adult does suck. You know? It's like the only joy is it, I think there was a thing we have on there. The only joy of like being an adult is you get to eat ice cream whenever you want, right out of the carton. Everything else is terrible. You know what happens when you can't punch someone in the face. Can't afford a chair, but it's like Taco Bell order. Hey, Taco Bell. Let's see. Adulting sucks in general. Yeah, you figure adulting would be more fun. I think adulting would be fun if everybody had a ton of money. If everybody had all the money and all the things they needed taken care of in life, dude, being an adult would be awesome. Think about it, right? Right now, you got think about it. Hypothetically, you have all the money you need, right? Rent's taken care of. You don't got to worry about your car. It's always working. All the stuff everything falls in line. You know, your responsibilities are nil. Got to pay taxes. The accountant will handle it. You know, electric, everything else is auto paid because you're filled with money. All right. Imagine what you would do. You know, just wake up in the morning and be like, you know what? I don't even feel like driving. Let me just get an Uber to go to, I don't know, where you want to go. I don't know. Let's go to Disneyland. You know, everyone in the car, we're going to Disneyland, you know. And then every ride you go on in Disneyland, you're not looking at the price of it. You're just like, this is fun. That's the problem with an adult. Like going to Disneyland as a kid, we've never been there. Must be amazing because you don't have the financial math going on in your head. Like, oh God, they want to do the princess dinner, the princess lunch or whatever it is. That's going to be like $1,000. And it's like, oh, this is going to cost a lot of money. Oh, they want this thing. Oh God, it's going to be so expensive. Imagine if you didn't have to worry about it. You go there and you'd be like, dude, all right, you want to do the princess brunch? Let's go. All right, everybody get all the princesses. Hey. You know, that'd be fun. I wish every human could do that and not have this stress of like, well, I enjoyed myself once and now I'm $2,000 in a hole. You know, it's ridiculous. What, do those stores even exist? Do mature video places still exist? The guy at the register looks at you and asks, does the internet, you know you're cheating on it? Yeah, that's pretty funny. That's what I'm saying. Wow, there's actually a video store? You can't Microsoft fix the dumpster fire that turned Windows into? I don't know. I've paused updates on the computer because every time there's an update, it gets a little bit more wonky. Yeah. You don't go to a place like Universal Studios and not get the Fast Pass, right? Yeah, because you'll be there for like 5 days and you're like, yeah, well, we got to see that one thing, you know. Tampa has the most adult stores than any other major city in the U.S.? I didn't even think that was still a thing. That's bizarre to me. From deserves to be winner. What? Make it happen. Grammy, Oscar, Tony. Why would I go to a Grammy? Do you imagine getting nominated for a Grammy? That's when I know I'm doing something wrong, dude. No, I feel like Grammys are generally like a seal of approval for stuff I don't want to listen to. Card battle!
Card battle!
Boom, boom. All right. Icarus, you got a roll. Equal to or greater than... Oh, 16. Hey, it's a shiny. We got a shiny. Oh my God. Boom. 20. Utterly destroyed. All right, let me call shiny and then pick whatever you need. Boop, boop, boop. Bum, 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 boom. Yeah, nice. All right, we called the shining. They shouldn't be shiny. They should be the shining. You got a shining. Let's say 33. All right. 33 is eats on stream. I might have to eventually. We'll see. Oh, that helped me too. All right. I got the bingo. Oingo bingo. Nice. You should do that. I wish we could play the sound alert, just the intro trumpet theme to Dead Man's Party. Dun, 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 dun. That would be cool. What's up? What are you doing?
Worried about the cat.
Let the cat stare off into space. It's fine.
She's falling asleep as she's staring at the garbage pail.
Well, I don't know. Put her on a couch next to the heat blanket.
She leaves. She sits there for 3 seconds and then goes.
All right. Well, she'll figure it out that there's nothing fun there. All right. I got to call that.
Hello, Dawn.
People say hi.
Hi.
There's Icarus.
Pokey the
No, don't touch me. You are knocking things over as you move towards me. Get out of here. Get out of here with your gross finger of disgustingness. Go play with the cat. Go play with the cat. Play with the cat. Play with the cat. Poke the cat. Get it out of its state of stupidity.
Poke the pumpkin.
No, we already did. No, why does everyone want me assaulted?
I tried treats. I tried
Poke the pumpkin.
cuddles.
No, guys, stop it. I don't know. See what the thing is. Well, that was weird. I don't know. Go. You know what? The puppy bowl's going to be on at 2 o'clock.
Ooh, puppy.
Yeah, so maybe you put that on and have the cat either be distracted by the puppies or intimidated by.
I don't know. She knows something we don't know.
No, I don't think so. I don't know if you heard that. Like, I think the cat knows something we don't know. Like, that cat knows nothing. Orange cat doesn't know anything. 3-4-inch poke combo. No. Salted pumpkin. Ow. Salted caramel. Dude. That's pretty good. All right. My mind wandered. I was thinking of food. Let me get water. Water. That one's good too. Look at that. Dude, I don't know what batch we've been making. This is pretty good. I like that hat. That hat is awesome. I can't reach it. Change the card. Stranger in my back. Okay. Oh no, I gotta call. Just get. I'm just trying to drink here. Good. What's up?
Oh, don't forget to tell them we're doing another poll.
There's another poll?
Yeah, for what we're playing Monday night.
How many games do you play?
All of them?
Dude, Donna's doing another poll for what games you got. What is it, point and clicky?
People seem to want Day of the Tentacle.
Day of the Tentacle. Oh, the old school one.
Yeah.
All right, so there's Don's Discord. There's that thing where you press the buttons about to see what game they're going to play tomorrow, 5 o'clock. Donut Time BC. I don't know, maybe it's a thing. Could be fun. Day of the Tentacle. That's like today. Look, they're everywhere. Oh, I was having water before I got distracted. Water. Boom. All right, cool. Bum, 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 bum. A Final Fantasy sequel commemorative attempt would be nice. They should. I feel like they're going to remake all the Final Fantasy games at some point. Like, I quite literally don't think Square Enix is going to be funneling money into new IPs anytime soon. They're like, yeah, you know what? Let's just do a remake of this one that everybody loves. Okay. Gaming has become Hollywood. All right. We're going to get remakes of remakes. What already happened with Last of Us, right? Look, the game came out, then it was a remaster, and then there was a remake. Like, what? Come on. It's like a 10-year, 15-year-old game. I don't need 3 versions of that. Like, give me a break. Bean Curd's like, Day to Tentacle, let's go. All right, boom. All right, let me easy mode it. Because now is the time to go through days. Assuming my mouse works. There it is. Okay. Oh, where'd that go? Hey, thank you for follow. I appreciate. All right. I don't even know if this is gonna work. Boop. All right, it does. Great. Let's see. What holiday is today, tomorrow, and beyond. What do we got? We got Presserin Day. I don't know what that is. Laugh and Get Rich Day. I don't think that's possible. How do I do that? How do I laugh and get rich? National Boy Scouts Day. National Kite Flying Day. It is negative 15 degrees out. You go fly a kite. It's Mother's Day. In Norway, call your mom. World Marriage Day. Oh, God, no pressure. Opera Day. La 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 la. Whatever. National Molasses Bar Day. Molasses bars are very sticky. National Cardiac Rehabilitation Week. All right. Oh, I thought it said St. Morons Day. All right. That's Marins. That's dyslexia. I already called that, though. I don't know. These days are a little dicey here. Usually I say celebrate one, but molasses bar. Let's see what these look like. We're supposed to install Opera browser? All right, molasses bar. Let's see. 8th of February each year. History of molasses bar. I don't need any of that. Some quick facts about molasses. Molasses is separated from sugar crystals. Hey, look at that. Separated from sugar crystals after each of the 3 different stages of the sugar boiling process. Nice. Thanks for the follow. All right, so cookie. What? Oh, look. This is always good. The final stage is blackstrap molasses, a product that is used in cereals, marinades, cookies, desserts, and cattle feed. I like the way, yeah, and we give it to cattle. Oh, God. Blackstrap molasses is expensive, though, isn't it? The lithium crystal cookies, exactly. 50-foot high storage tank of molasses burst in January 15th, 1919, sending 2 million gallons of molasses traveling through the streets at 30 miles an hour. Are you kidding me? How do you even get that much molasses in 1919? Are you kidding me? That's insane. All right, well, just the chances are never zero of being flooded by molasses. Holy crap. Okay, interesting. All right, for Gen Z, you got to pay attention here and prove the world wrong. All right. Hey, Adam one, nice. Prove the world wrong here, Gen Z. The first generation officially dubbed dumber than the last. Yeah, you should be offended. But this is science here. David what? Nice. Look at this. Look at this. Look. And shockingly, they're proud of it. Bro, what'd you miss? Apparently, Gen Z is considered dumber than the last generation. My dudes. They calling you out. Look at that. Look, the generation born between 1997 and 2010 is the very first generation who did worse in school than the generation before them, according to top neuroscientists. This is neuroscience. Neuroscience. All right? They're the first generation in modern history to score lower on standardized academic tests that, and here's the weird thing. They've lowered the standardized tests since this one over here was in school greatly. We've said it before. We're going to say it again. We had a 70. You had to get at least 70 every time to pass your test. Anything lower was failing. 69, fail. 70, you're all right. Now it's like 50-50 in some places. They're the first generation in modern history to score lower on standardized academic tests than the one before it. Dr. Jared Cooney-Havoth, 43, told the Post. And to make matters worse, most of these young people are overconfident about how smart they are. Yeah, I've noticed that by being on social media. The smarter people the smarter people think they are, the dumber they actually are. Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. All right, well. Gen Y, suddenly very silent. Let's see. They underperform on basically every cognitive measure from basic attention, memory, literacy, numeracy, executive function, and general IQ. Okay. Oh, God, general IQ, too? All right, you know how we keep hearing, like, oh, we're trying to hire people, but a lot of people don't have the life skills that we need for these jobs. But meanwhile, everyone who on social media is like, I just can't get a job anywhere. What the hell? Like, there's definitely a problem here. And here's the thing. It goes further. Let's see. Oh, they testified in front of Congress, too. Look. Havoth recently testified the sad facts to Congress, telling a panel of lawmakers that Generation Zers who followed the millennial generation, blew up humanity's proud academic record the wrong way. So what happened that caused an entire age group to bomb test scores? Guess what, chat? Guess what? Without even looking at the rest of the article. What do you think happened? Did the education system get messed up? Did something weird? Is there something weird in the water? Naked one, nice. No wonder my nephew's an idiot. Oh. Let's see. Look, they studied the data, told Congress Gen Z struggles stem from the fact that they are the first generation to grow up with constant screen time, and it's no substitute for real learning. Social media and Roblox game. Yeah, you're not far off. More than half of the time a teenager is awake, half is spent staring at a screen, said Harvath, who's taught at universities around the world, including Harvard and the University of Melbourne in Australia. Really? Wow, that's an impressive resume. So blame technology, smart. Yeah. Well, that comes down to being distracted, you know? Thank you for Moots. I appreciate it. Thank you. Let's see. More than half the time teenagers... Oh, I read that. Another... Melbourne. Let's see. Humans are biologically programmed to learn from other humans and from a deep study, not flipping through screens for bullet point summaries. True. But digital devices called educational technology take up most of their brain matter during class time and homework. Yo, you know, every school is like handing out Chromebooks or iPads to their kids. Like as soon as they get in there, it's like, here you go. Here's your thing, blah, blah, blah. You know, the first thing they're going to do is work around it and do something more fun than the education that they're supposed to be doing. All right. You throw a book in front of them and that's like, well, they can just go to the next page, but that's about it. Say the students spend their time hours away from the classroom consulting with their personal arsenal of phones, tablets, and laptops where they scroll through TikTok captions and fire off snippy Snapchats and blah, blah, blah. Okay. Learning from screens has turned them into skimmers. I think we are all skimmers at this point. Even if you're older, you realize that you probably won't go through a whole article anymore. You'll just skim it, look for keywords, and then move on. Because there's too much information out there, right? Let's see. Without the heavy lifting, even beautiful minds can turn to mush. The brain rot is real. I'm not anti-tech. Oh, look. I'm pro-rigor. Look at that. He's rigorous. Who wants schools to limit the amount of screen time for students and go back to the good old days when kids had to crack open a book and pull an all-nighter to pass a test. A sad fact all generation has to face is this. Our kids are less cognitively capable than we were at their age, Havath told the Senate Committee on Commerce, Science and Technology. Let's see. We have been standardizing and measuring cognitive development since the 1800s. Really? They've been... Wow. Since the flipping hundreds? Huh. Wow. Yeah, it doesn't help. You're absolutely right. Modern content is definitely written to be bloated. And this is why people skim. They're like, yeah, skip this paragraph, this one, and then get to the point. Okay, good. It's coming out on the 12th, you know? Let's see. So, across 80 countries, took the data. What, 80 countries? Hold on. I was skimming. Every generation has outperformed their parents, said Havath, until Gen Z. You broke the streak. Gen Z, you broke the streak. You know, every other generation outperformed their parents academically. You said, you know what? That stops here. Why would you do that? Yeah, but we're really good at games. Across 80 countries. Hey, it's not just the U.S. Oh, thank God. You know, because everyone looks at dumb Americans. Guess what? The whole world is dumb. All right. If you look at the data, once countries adopt digital technology widely and school performance goes down significantly. Let's see. Horizon-based group that bridges research classroom practices. Okay. Anytime tech-centered education, learning goes down. Bum, bum, bum. So, yeah, that's pretty much you're screwed. So, next generation, guess what? If you're Gen Z, please... I hope this isn't you. 2. if your parents are Gen Z, you could be smarter than them. This is your time.
I have an IQ of 143, 140 is supposed to be genius. Trust me that bar needs to be higher. However, when I was young they said that lack of information was the problem. With the constant access now, yay, not so much.
Yeah, right. No, information is there's definitely way too much information. Go.
On the flip, I am growing weary of just write the message in cursive and Zoomers can't read it as if they can't whip out a phone and use something like Lens to translate their terrible handwriting.
Yeah, but the fact that they have to do that is pretty awful. It's not like you're trying to decipher hieroglyphics. It's literally the same sentence. Yeah, but it's kind of weird that. So, I mean, I would blame the education system. I wouldn't just say, because everyone's like, oh, the kids are stupid. Gen Z's dumb. It's like, well, why? What happened? And if it's tech, it says because all these schools basically threw tech at them and said, yeah, learn this way. It's great when it works, but they're already going through screens and all this other stuff constantly. So, again, it's like the blame. Oh, God. The blame is definitely on, as far as I'm concerned, it's on the education system. Because nobody even thought this through. They were just like, yeah, let's just have everybody on internet all the time. That'll be great. So I would say, Gen Z, don't be stupid. Come on. And don't be that person that thinks you're, whatever. No, because they said in the article they think that they're smarter than they are. We have scientific evidence saying you're not, all right? I don't consider myself smart at either. I consider myself very average, honestly. And it's just like, I like to learn more. I want to know new things. If anything, I'm pretty good with my logic. That's about it. And my attention span is terrible. Imagine if I had an attention span. I'd be unstoppable. Yeah. How can you stupid? Well, it's kind of difficult. If you have a fractured attention span, it's hard to kind of rein that in. I wonder if there's anybody correlated the uptick in, devices and screen time with a need for stuff like Adderall to keep people focused. I guarantee the two are related. I guarantee it, man. Dude, you're all distracted. You're pulled every which way. Oh, look at this. Look at that. Oh, dude, my friend sent me this. I got to send me do. That kind of thing. It's ridiculous. I don't like doing that. COVID didn't help the education system. It was broken before that. That was just 5 years ago, What? I would have loved to have been homeschooled for 5 years. Are you kidding me? Oh, my God. Dude, school for us was absolute torture. It was literally the worst experience ever. It was terrible. The teachers were obnoxious. The kids were bullies. And it's like all you could do it was like being in prison all the time and trying not to get stabbed. It was ridiculous. Why is it? What? We can't actually fix stupid. You can fix stupid for people who want to be fixed. You know what I'm saying? It's like if they have a want to be better, they'll be better. It's kind of like a pudgy person who wants to get fit. They can do it if they want to do it, barring health issues and all that other stuff. But I feel like the brain is very malleable, and Gen Z, if anybody from there is watching this, dude, you could do it. You could do it, Just kind of, ease up on screen time, find some time. Hey, start reading comic books. If you could focus on comic books, why not? Dude, it's fun. People can barely get through a movie now. That's scary. Focus on movies, good movies, and, hone that attention span and focus. Go. 81. Nice. If it's not broken, break it in other words. We just don't have enough people getting stranded in the wilderness, needing to think to survive, and share the importance of doing so when they bring back civilization. I guess. Well, that's the other thing. You know, you also got helicopter parents. Everybody's being monitored, and you can't leave kids alone until they're like 18. You know? Dude, for people who grew up in that era of, yeah, just get home before the street lights come on. You got to do so much stuff. You got to do so much stuff, and you were focused, and, you know, you learned from things that, especially you learned from a lot of mistakes that you didn't necessarily have to let everybody know about. Surveillance state. The Zoomer would I'll stick with whatever piques my interest in the underground. Yeah, there you go. I don't know. But I don't know. Maybe it is accurate. Maybe it isn't. I don't know. But if they're all scoring poorly on standardized tests, and I was never good at standardized tests, but predominantly it's, yeah, you take that. Does he even have a nose? Can he smell that? Smells like they had a Subway sandwich. Let's see. Janek watched Land Before Time. I'm gonna tell you, him growing up, right? And he watched this as a kid, all right? And you're gonna be like, well, what's the big deal? But if you go back and rewatch it, what were you, like 6? When it was just, I think your parents got a VHS copy of it. You used to watch the hell out of this movie. Harold and Maude, of all things. If you've never seen it, it has Ruth Gordon and Bud Cort. It had music by like Cat Stevens or whatever, and you probably watched it a lot because as a kid, the songs were like kind of fun and, you know, but a little morose. It was dark. It dealt with all these like, you know, kind of weird issues and stuff like that. And right now, kids are growing up with like, what, Bluey and crap like that? No, dude, Harold and Maude was your Saturday morning cartoons for the most part. You know, and that was depressing, but uplifting and interesting at the same time. Plus, it also made you want to get a hearse. But, you know, other weird movies, your parents weren't very like, well, here, this you should watch. You know, they were just like, you might like it, you know? And if it was like, well, do you even understand what the hell's going on? You'd be like, yeah, it's kind of sad. And they were like, yeah, it is. You know, that kind of thing. I still want to get a hearse. Well, I think we all get one at some point. It's just we're not going to be awake to appreciate it. Didn't I grow up with what the Secret of NIMH was just built differently, right? But I don't know. I feel like also, you know, content isn't really great for kids now. There is a lot of brain rot out there that is just atrocious, and it gives no value of anything at all. You know, and we're big on like observational humor and stuff like that. So it's like that requires observing and paying attention. Right now, it's just people screaming, and that's supposed to be funny. And I'm like, yeah, this isn't funny. It's annoying. When you can't tell the difference, that's a problem. Oh, God. Can Hope still watch you? Yeah, I'm fine. Steve, not so much. Dawn, probably not. What? Hey, I try not to swear here, you know? I'm all right. Yeah, but I got that. What about American Tail? Did I watch American Tail? I might have. Oh, God, we watched so many cartoon movies. It was crazy. Where do we go? Got that. Read that. Let's have coffee. Go. The cards might be a little spicy, though. But all right, no, that's fine. All right. Boom. All right. All right, now that we figured out that Gen Z's got an educational deficiency, thanks, education system. Gen Z, your job is to prove everybody wrong by getting good. Well, I'm not going to say go back to school and take more standardized tests, because screw that. But you know what? If the academics have failed you, find an interest you can pay attention to, focus on it, make it good. All right? We need good. Make it good. What's wrong with my typing? What? I don't know. It happens. Let's see. Go.
Knowing you, I assume you must have had fulfilling childhood, media-wise.
Definitely. We grew up on, like, everything from Beatles to Sisters of Mercy and a lot of artsy movies. Your parents were very artsy movie people, but they didn't like a lot of dumb comedy. Which is, wow, that was weird. It took a second. Which is kind of weird. It's like, if I went through the movies that they would watch, it was like weird stuff like Harold and Maude, weird black and white artsy movies, stuff that was older, but then some more contemporary stuff. And if it was humor related, it was like a little bit more highbrow, like Frasier levels of humor. Music was all sorts of non-mainstream stuff, with the exception of like the Beatles, but you know, kind of everybody likes the Beatles. Again, it was like weird bands like Husker Du, Cure, Sisters of Mercy, Bob Dylan, some old blues stuff. We didn't have anything like Elvis, Madonna, Billy Joel, any of that stuff. It was on the top 40s. It was guaranteed to not be in a record collection. Like that was just like, yeah, we're not doing this. I think even your parents got sick of the Cure when it got a little bit too, you know, poppy. And it was like, oh, great, they're everywhere now. But it is what it is. No, I'm glad. Like, I feel like our taste would be completely different if we had different parents with different taste in media. Sam Kinison. God, I had to hear that record all the time. And dude, you were like 5, and all you kept hearing was, oh, oh, over and over again. That, George Carlin, of course. You know, big surprise. What was the other comedians? There's like a couple other weird ones that I just don't even remember the name of, but, you know, that vein of stuff. Plus, we would watch old Saturday Night Live, because they would be up, and they'd be like, oh, we're watching Saturday Night Live. You should probably go to bed. You're like, but I'm not tired. All right, watch Saturday Night Live. But that was the old stuff when it was good. My IQ is probably 5 times more than yours. 5 times 0 is still 0. It's topical. We were just talking about education. What? Fidel? Oh, Fievel. Fievel Goes West. There you go. Fidel Goes West. Fidel Castro. It was the other animated film that just didn't take that. You imagine Fidel Goes West? Oh, that didn't turn out well. I live in a van down by the river. Great. All right, to me, IRL stuff is fun. Boop. All right, look at that. Reached the age where sleeping with the wrong pillow feels like I fell out a 12-story window. Go.
I've known people with high IQ and still believe in dumb stuff.
Yeah, high IQ doesn't mean intelligence. There's a difference between book smarts. Hey.
Any Andy Kaufman during your younger years?
Yes, Andy Kaufman. It was weird. Everybody really liked them. I didn't for some reason. They never clicked for me. I was like, yeah. You know, I don't know. I got more into George Carlin stuff. Even the earlier stuff, which was kind of tame, it was just like, forget about once the 90s rolled around and he was angry old dude. I was like, all right, that's my jam. Trying to think of other. Stephen Wright was awesome. I think that's one of the reasons why I like Deadpan Delivery. Also, Faulty Towers. They were big into like British comedy too. Boop 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 boop. What do we got? Boom. What else we got? Oh, this definitely cats. Cats do this. Dude, this is cat humor. This also makes you really ticked off. Look at that. 4 a.m. My cat does this all the time. Slaps me in the face. Boom, boom. Wake up. What are you doing? Boom. That's like 7 o'clock. Oh, wake up. Do work. All right, I'm going to sleep here all day. Like, it's ridiculous. Cats have the life, you know? They kind of do. Unless they get obsessed by something. This is taught algebra and trigonometry to high school students. Recently retired. Probably a good time to be getting out of teaching. Man, lip sync to Mighty Mouse. What? American Got Talent level stuff. Oh, God. George Carlin really had a problem with people's names that start with the letter J. Oh, God. Yeah, unfortunately, there's been a lot of AI George Carlin bits that have been popping up that are not George Carlin. You know, oddly enough, some of them are well written, but they were never George Carlin bits. You know, so I'm just like, oh, God, here we go. It's like, you know, if you're writing this stuff yourself, then just do it yourself. Funerals are such a flex. Like, look at me dead while you guys still have to live. If you think about it that way, it's like you almost look forward to it. Hope wants to know if she can put a picture of herself in Discord. No, I wouldn't do that. No, Discord's a little dicey. You know? Discord, no. Discord, no. Remember, it's the internet. People on the internet are weird. Like maybe Gavin. I don't know Gavin. Look at this. When Harry Potter lived under the stairs, it was considered child abuse. But in California, it's considered a $1,600 studio apartment. Same in New York. This. I'm not even joking about that. You can find apartments that pretty much look like this, and you will be amazed at how small they are and what they're charging. Because we look, every once in a while we look where we're just like, man, I wonder, like, if we moved back to New York and we could get a decent job, let's see what kind of apartments are there. And it's like this. We would literally be Harry Potter under stairs. Yeah, that's got to get fixed. That isn't enough room to even stretch. Yeah. Like, it's really scary how small apartments have gotten, and they've gotten progressively smaller. To the point where you see those, like, coffin apartments that, like, in China, which is just ridiculous. What's this thing? My niece's answer to these crazy questions. What is this? If someone says this to you, how will you respond? That drawing is horrible. It is. You're not good at math. Okay. Those shoes are for babies. I love babies. Your joke wasn't funny. It wasn't. I'm smarter than you are. You are. The haircut makes you look weird. It does look weird. Why are you so complacent? Why are these... That's not... What is that? Your niece's answer to these questions. What are you... Where are you going to get these kindness counts counseling? So if somebody says to me, that drawing is horrible, well, at least I created something. You're not good at math. That's why I have a calculator. Those shoes are for babies. I don't even wear shoes. Your joke wasn't funny. Well, that's because you're stupid. I'm smarter than you are. Want to bet? The haircut makes you look weird. At least I can afford one. Like, what the hell? Of course, my responses are of an angsty nature because it's like, these are literal attacks, you know? And why would you agree with all this? That drawing is horrible. One, it depends on the drawing. I'd be like, well, you know, if you want to be like chill about it, I guess, okay, that drawing is horrible. Well, you know, art is subjective. I kind of like fill in a blank, blah, blah, blah. You're not good at math. Well, it's math. I can still balance a checkbook. So, can't be that bad, right? These shoes are for babies. They're Crocs. Nobody in their right mind wears Crocs. Your joke wasn't funny. Well, humor is very subjective. Yeah. I don't know. See, that's boring. I hate this. If I was given a test like this, I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to crumple this up, turn it into an airplane, and then throw it at your eyeball. God. Maybe this is why people aren't that good. It's like, what is this? Where's kindness counseling? I don't want to know what that is because it's absolutely appalling to me. What would you do if somebody said this to you? What? Why am I surrounded by people being this rude? That's my first question. Oh, God. Those shoes are for babies. You should see the collection of baby feet I keep in a jar. That's pretty good. Say, look, I hope people enjoy my fun little doodle post. I've never been more enraged in my life. See, this is like, we were just talking about Newgrounds. Oh, God. I feel like this was our career. Anyway. I was a kid that knew about, gaslighting people or did it naturally. Your gas light's on. Okay. Don't lie to an overthinker. It never ends well. Such people have trained their brains to look for holes in a story. If bleep doesn't make sense, they will think about it over and over until it makes sense. I'm that person. They're that person, chat. I feel like there's a couple of people here that probably do that too. There's like people have said stuff to me and I'm like, yeah, that's not gelling here. And then I got to get all Columbo on it and be like, all right, well, if they said they're going to do this and this happens and then it happens and blah, blah, blah. And there's no way they can be here at 2 o'clock. It's impossible. Oh, God. See, Zartetzel's like, yep, that's me. True, bro. In the age where kids brings weapons to school, it's easier to teach kids to be docile for their own safety. Who knows how bad it mess them up for the rest of their life. But it may help them survive in school. Well, why are schools so bad? Like that's the always the thing. It's like I'm a big believer of this, and moving forward, I really feel like the rest of the world should be on this page. Boop. 1 second. Boop. Yeah, okay. All right. 1, why are schools that bad? 2, make them better. Because here's the thing. If I was in a school and I was in charge of a school, right? Didn't we call this? I thought I called that already. Did this thing get reset or something? I called that like years ago. Huh. Maybe there's a delay. I don't know. All right. No, but here's the thing. They shouldn't be going out of their way to make kids like docile or just be like, oh, go with the flow of things. Could we just stop? Like, I want like every bad kid to get the hell out of there. You know, if kids are bringing crap to school, get out. You know, if kids are bullying other kids, get out. Like, why is this so difficult? This is what bothers me, because we've had personal experience here where, you know, somebody, shut up, hey, there you go. They won. Hi. It wasn't called? I thought I pressed a button. All right, thank you. No, but you had problems with like constant bullying and stuff like that. And the one time you defend yourself, then you end up getting thrown out of a school. Like, what? Yeah. So if that problem was taken care of beforehand, then maybe your whole education thing would have been a lot different. But it wasn't, because everybody just doesn't pay attention or they don't want to get bothered. Start throwing kids out of school, dude. I don't care whether they're violent. Dude, I've been on a teacher's Reddit where people are complaining about like, oh, you know, there's this really violent kid there that causes. Get rid of him. What are you doing? What's the legal ramifications there? Why can't they? Like, that's the whole thing. I'd be tossing kids out of school left, right. I don't care. Get out. You know? Not suspended, expelled, right? That was the whole school life in the 90s, all the bullying, and then I defended myself once and got expelled. Yeah, right? Yeah, no, we literally got expelled. Had to go to a completely different school. Yeah. And I'm just like, what the hell, dude? And it's like we were literally talking to the person in charge of the school, and they're like, we didn't even know you existed in this school because you were so low-key. You didn't have a track record, no problems. You didn't cause problems. You didn't have detention, none of this. People are like, we don't even know who you are. Do you even go here? And we're just like, we're just quiet. And they're like, well, you know, you shouldn't have done whatever, so we're going to have to expel you. Are you kidding me? Yeah, meanwhile, the other kid had like numerous issues with staff and everything. And it's like, yeah, get rid of the one kid you didn't even know existed because they were so quiet and kept to themselves. Schools need students. No students, no funding, no funding. No. Yeah, but what's the point of being a school being funded if all your students are causing problems for everything else? Then you have a factory of idiots and violent people getting pushed out into the world because the smart ones can't focus on their studies because the crappy ones are being violent and causing all sorts of problems. And then nothing gets done. That's like the education system should just literally be like, all right, you get into 3-strike rule, and then I am throwing you the hell out of here. You could probably do that in a private school, right? I feel like that would be the way to go. What's everyone going to eat tonight? I have no idea. I haven't even gotten that far. Cog, hi, how's it going? I do want chips, though. I wonder if we could do a last-minute run for chips. Like, that's the whole thing. Schools shouldn't function on funding like, oh, blah, blah, blah. The thing is to be that school that has the academic achievements that every parent wants their kid to strive for, but it doesn't seem to work that way. It's like, oh, just pass the kids along, whatever. How are all these kids passing? We literally just saw the article about how Gen Z is quite literally dumber than a previous generation, the first one in history to be dumber than a previous generation. That's sad. Now, is that because they just passed them along, or is the attention deficit thing an actual issue and all this other stuff? Now, why are we doing that? Because now we got literally a generation of idiots out there on paper, scientifically proven, and not just this country, the entire world. That's not good. One, they should have been treated better. Two, they should have had a better education system. And if there was an issue, it should have been resolved. You don't pass people that are and throw them into the world when they're not ready for it. And if they're not ready for it, figure out why and fix it. That's like, what the hell? Oh, who said they cared? You just need the kids and have to figure out how to survive on their own. The education system generally don't care about their own students. Well, as long as they, look good on paper, they're solid.
Even at work, it's no different. A former coworker would always insult me on how I'm not doing my job and how stupid I am, while everyone around us never stepped in and kept everything to themselves. I was even afraid to say anything cause I was worried I'd get fired for standing up for myself.
Yeah, at that point, you bring a manager over and be like, manager, over here. All right, we got this guy over here. He keeps complaining about everything that I'm doing every single day. So here's what I would like you to do. Get this guy away from me, because apparently all they can do is criticize me when I'm trying to do my job. And yeah, I don't need to be dealing with this. So, I'm a good worker. I do my work. This guy seems to be having a problem with it. So unless we can have a cohesive work environment and, maybe diffuse the situation here from somebody basically, what were you, a high school bully or something there, Bob? Well, what are you trying to relive your glory days from high school? You want to shove me and take my lunch money? Is that what you want to do, Bobby? Little Bobby, you all right there, Bobby? You going to cry? Yeah, it doesn't feel that good, is it? Yeah, do something about this guy, manager. I got work to do. This guy's interrupting me. Dude, that's the scenario that goes on in my head, and I got no problem applying that IRL when somebody's being that obnoxious. It's ridiculous, And that's the thing. A lot of people that are like that in school don't change when they grow up. Because I've seen it numerous times. I was like, I knew that type in high school, and they just never grew up. They're that person. They're that person, and their brain cells stopped growing. I was like, that's it. Yeah. Downside is the manager who's the problem. Oh! Then at that point, you find another job. Or you know what? You just keep your head down long enough to actually sabotage everything. Burn it down to the ground and, walk out on your final day. Some people are still stuck in junior high mode. I feel like a lot of people, I'm going to say a lot of people do not grow past that. It's so strange. And I've met people a lot older than us that I'm just like, how? The cool thing about growing up, and yeah, the adulting part sucks, is you get to grow as an individual, and your personality gets better. You move forward. All that emotional baggage you have, you kind of drop off at on your journey of life. But then some people are just like, yeah, I'm this person. This is how I always am. I'm going to be a jerk for the rest of my life. And I'm just like, what the hell, dude? Yeah. I don't know, but personal growth requires some kind of sort of self-reflection, and I don't think people have the attention span. So expect Gen Z to be really terrible in the senior home. According to recent articles. I stopped growing in high school, but physically, not mentally. Oh, man. Next Sunday, Brian, or later. Be well, do something fun. But so badly, took the school 4 years to expel. 4 years? It was too late to change schools. Was in, ninth when they took action. It was so bad, drive past my old school, get anxious. Yeah. Hey, good news for us. 1, 2, 3 out of the 4 schools we went to closed down. We got 1 more to go. Yeah. Yeah, no, stuff like that is anxious. It is honestly very refreshing. Just keep your fingers crossed that the school gets closed down. Dude, I was excited when I saw, oh my God, it goes down. Let's go. You know, I was just like, I was happy. I don't know. I picked on high school pretty much my whole life. Yeah, it's kind of weird, right? It's just like you end up being that target and you're almost either too nice or don't want to cause problems and you just deal with it until eventually you decide not to, you know? And then you end up being a problem. And it's kind of weird because then that stuff gets stuck in your brain. It literally skews how you see other people and how you interact with other people. Yeah. I would say, not for nothing, we still got a little bit of PTSD from that. Like, I don't like people touching. Nobody touch me. Because I assume it's followed with something painful and stabby. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's weird, you know? I don't know. And I think a lot of people don't realize the effect that it has long term, and they're just like, yeah, whatever, you know? And then even now, if you said, yeah, you know, man, you guys really messed me up in school, be like, yeah, get over it, bro. That's exactly what they would say. They don't care. Yeah. Like, that was 10 years ago, man, whatever. I'm like, yeah, but you seem to be mentally still stuck in that stage. Yeah. Look at this one. He's hurt. That's exactly how it's going to go. Never seek forgiveness or reconciliation from people that bullied you in school because it's never going to happen. It's never going to happen. Realize, and we were fortunate enough to have, we had a parent that was just like, look, you're a little different. You're a quiet kid. People are going to pick on you. You're not the problem here. All right. People are jerks. They were very blunt about it. They're like, some people are just butts, you know, more expletives, but, they're like, just get the hell out of there and don't worry about these people. Yeah. You know, sometimes easier said than done, but it was like, you know, it at least let you know that people recognize that, you know, you might be a little quirky or whatever, but, you know, dude, it's just, some people are just jerks. They're just wired to be jerks. I can't wait till, you know, we pick apart the DNA of people to the point where we can find a jerk genome, you know, we call it the schmuck chromosome in everybody and be like, this person's an idiot. Scientifically, they are wired genetically to be jerks. Yeah. Not a fan of boys will be boys either. Yeah. Well, arsonists will be arsonists. Well, what? You know, that's like the whole thing, dude. Well, you know, like, what the hell? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Well, boys will be boys. Blah, 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 blah. Not if they don't make it to manhood, if they keep this up. God. It's ridiculous. There a lot of teachers would just be like, yeah, well, you know, just deal with it or just walk it off. Whatever, man. Yeah. You're not bleeding that bad. And I'm just like, okay. Yugi size as a kid. What's Yu-Gi-Oh? Was the same size as Yugi. Oh, God. You fell asleep? Well, wake up. I went from no one messed with me because I had anger issues to be not only teacher's pet, but principal's pet, so no one really messed with me. Oh, lucky. We were despised by faculty, too. No, because here's the thing. We were those people that would question stuff, and you know how schools are about questioning. You know, and it wasn't like that remedial, well, why? It was more like, well, if they did this and this happened, then why are we learning about this way? And it'd be like, let me finish this thing here. You know, it's like, they didn't like it. Principals especially, we were downright combative with them because they were literally obnoxious. But we had other family members in the same school, which I would say they had more of a bleep off attitude than you did, actually. But yeah, they're like, oh, you're related to that person. I was like, oh, God, here we go. So it's like they already had it out for us because of, you know, previous person. Bullies put us through hell. Then when you fight back, yeah, the adults get angry. That's what I don't understand, you know? It's like, it wouldn't have gotten to this point if everybody was very observant and kept up with what everybody, and when somebody says, hey, they're picking on me, you didn't just sweep it under the rug and be like, yeah, well, whatever. You guys stop it, guys, you know? That doesn't work. You can't say, all right, yeah, knock it off over there. That doesn't work. Are you kidding me? You'd be like, all right, what happened? You and you, guess what? We're going to the principal's office. Both of your parents are coming in. We're resolving this right now. And if either of you are going to have an issue with it, guess what? I'm going to expel both of you. All right? That's it. You go to the principal's office with the parents, explain what's going on. If one of the parents gets combative and obnoxious, be like, well, guess what? You're the problem. If either of these two get into a fight, they're both going out, okay? All right? Yeah, everybody agree on the same page here? I'm going to sue you. You can't expel my beloved child for being a bully. You know what? Get out. I need to be in charge of a school. Ugh, God. Was it what? 8, 6, 4, what? Pick me up on the shoulders and put them down. What? I got banned. Got banned from the hub. I was banned. Never trusted any teacher again. It was bad state in the library. Just crying. Aw, there you go. Girl, so bad. Fake being sick to go home, or like, oh, we used to fake going home sick early too, all the time. Yeah, man, dude. Dude, I almost went through a whole year not going to gym class because we wanted to avoid the bullying. Yeah, back when they used to have dodgeball and they used to just literally aim for your head when you had glasses on, right? They're like, oh yeah, they got glasses. Let's break them and try to impale their brain with the broken pieces. I was like, yeah, thanks, guys. I got to tell you, I got good reflexes, though. Oh, man. Bullies equal crappy parents. Yeah, like, I think your parents would just be like, yo, don't get into fights with people. And they already kind of knew you weren't the type of person to bully somebody. So they weren't concerned about that. But I think if you did, they would slap the crap out of you. They'd be like, you don't do that to another human being, you know, kind of thing. I could still hear the sound of the dodgeball hitting. Yeah, it's that dong, you know, kind of thing. It's that hollow plastic air that's got no give. It's just, God. How y'all related? By angst and anger. Didn't you get in trouble if you were so good? What? Tattletale? Yeah, that was the other thing. You can't be labeled a rat either. So basically, the whole system is set up to, if you're being bullied, don't fight back to the bullying. Don't tell on the bully because you'll be a rat. They are literally prison rules. It's literally prison rules. That's what school is. It's like, yo, what the hell? You know, like snitches get stitches kind of thing. And it's like, oh, dude, they ratted him out, beat him up anyway. Like, what? That's, I've always equated, like, schooling to being a prison with better books. You know? If you're the victim of bullying, you're in trouble for self-defense. That's what, it doesn't make any sense. You know? And it's kind of like in prison where it's like you fight back against somebody who's, like, beating you up, and then all their friends are like, he started it. Warden, he started it, man. We were just hanging out, and this guy just went nuts. You know, that kind of thing. And it's absolutely ridiculous. You know, because, of course, if you don't have friends, everyone else who's a bully probably has other friends, and they're going to just, you know, say, yeah, man, no, he was just good, yeah, whatever. And it's like, oh, God. No, it's like usually in school, the deck is definitely stacked against you if you're the one being bullied, and nobody wants to help out, you know. I think people today just always want to find something to fight about, something every day. Yeah, whether it's school or online, it's just everybody's in a miserable state. I like having fun, eating cheese balls, just hanging out. You know? Good time to rewatch Foamy. Hey, there you go. Thank you. Not to sound controversial, but what do oh yeah, well, there is that thing where it's like, and you did a couple of rants about it, is eventually at some point, if you don't address a bullying in school, faculty out there, it could come back to bite you in the butt, you know, in ways you don't want it to, because there's and I'll say from our personal experience, I'm not going to speak for everybody else. And we're lucky we had an artistic outlet, but there were times where we were just like, man, if this whole place just, I'd be so happy right now. Because it's utter torture. It's literally utter torture for a kid to have to be there for 8 hours a day in an anxious state, constantly being hit, bullied, you want to go through it, spat on, getting thumbtacks in your back, and just like, dude, shoved, pushed, whatever the hell, you know. And if they don't have the personal fortitude to keep that bottled up when they explode, you're gonna know it, and so will everybody else. So, you know, and obviously don't do anything stupid. I'm that person that's like, yo, tell this person. Who cares if they think you're a rat? They're gonna rat you out. Well, then you know what? Maybe they won't bother you. Yeah, dude, no, man. No, I'd beat the crap out of you, but you're just gonna tell on me. Yeah, I will. I absolutely will. Yeah. So I would, yeah, it's better to be a rat than sit there silently and be bludgeoned over the head with books. You know. I took martial arts. The world is so lucky I never took karate. You have no idea. People would still be mending wounds. Yeah, it would be unbelievable. First thing I do is break their freaking kneecaps. You have no idea. One kick. I can kind of do that. If I get the right angle, I can literally implode somebody's kneecap. I wouldn't do it. Last resort, though. What? That I actually practice because we have very strong legs, and we're just like, you know, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to kick the crap out of somebody. I exploded my ability, ended up ripping out most of the hair on his head. Wow. Threw dirt in his eye and jumped on his back. See, there you go. You go just like bat crap crazy. And you're like, ah! You know? And they're like, yo, this guy's insane, man. What the hell? What is it? No, that's all pent-up aggression, you know? That's rated properly. That's why, what's that? I'm with House Slytherin. I'm going to dance the anti-bully merengue on their faces until the whoopee brains shoot out of their ears like BBs. Oh, God. As a student, starting in 1992, I had no problem going to school carrying the aura of my favorite pro wrestler, The Undertaker, around me. Yeah. Then they're like, yeah, they're weird. You probably get people, you know, saying crap about you, but they probably wouldn't approach you. It's helpful if you're tall. You know, if you're like tall and big, you can kind of get away with a lot of stuff until somebody's like, oh, let's pick on the big person. All right, well, this is all like, blah. So, boom. Let's go back to this. I got derailed from the me IRL stuff, which was kind of fun. Boo, 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 boo. Schools, be better. Get rid of your bullies and nurture the intelligent minds and stop worrying about the dumb kids. Get them out of there. But this guy, look, DiCaprio looks like Dom DeLuise when he's had too much food. Look, McDonald's, 20 chicken nuggets serves 4 people. Me. Yeah, pretty much. There is no way I share a 20-piece nugget. There's no way. It doesn't happen. They're my nuggets. Serves 4 people. That's the other thing we have to fix is serving size, because I want realistic serving size. I don't want to have like a can of chili and then they're like, well, this is like 3 servings. I'm like, no. Yeah, I weigh 4 people. Oh, God. 20-piece was the biggest they had, right? They never had like a 100-piece nugget. I remember a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. Go.
Every pizza is a personal pizza if you try hard enough.
It is. And if you don't try, that means you're just giving up. Thank you. What, how old is his girlfriend? I don't know. I didn't even know he had a girlfriend. I don't keep up with him. I just know him from the memes, honestly. I haven't seen him in a movie since Troll 2. I don't watch most of his stuff. But live here till what? I beat that 1 up 1 year. Next year, new bully and repeat. Got a week of detention every year, and the teachers did nothing. See? Taught my youngest brother the same method. To also act like you enjoy the pain as well as dealing it. Yeah, I mean, you end up getting a high tolerance with pain of dealing with that kind of stuff. Your body just gets wired because it's like, yep. Look at that. I got hit with a textbook. Big deal. McDonald's has 40-piece now? Oh, bro, I want a 40-piece nugget. That's what I was going to say. There was one time long ago when I actually got 2 20-piece nuggets. I didn't finish them all. I tried. I think I got to like 32, and I was like, yeah, I think we're good here. You know? It was a magical time. I don't even think I would try that again because I feel like that would probably be detrimental to my internal organs. Because the Olympics are on. Olympic athlete makes tiny mistake. Me. Pathetic. This is literally like every what do they call them? Armchair quarterback? Like, how could I miss that? What the hell's wrong with him, man? Oh, this guy's an idiot. Only ran 89 yards. Clown. You know, it's like, what? How do you get tackled after 89 yards? You're right there, bro. I feel like I need this to be a bumper sticker, though. All right, what's going on? Boop. TJ Masks. I got to use this line. This is pretty good. Look. Oh, man. Look, TJ Maxx cashier. Did you find everything you were looking for? Be unloading full cart. First of all, I wasn't looking for any of it. This happens. And I never think to say this. Did you find everything you were looking for? I didn't want any of this. It's just here now. And I'm at the register paying for it. I feel like at that point, I should just load up their register and say, I didn't want any of this, so you're going to have to put it back. I've decided to come to my senses. I feel like if you have this kind of cognitive skill at checkout, you should probably put that stuff back. I guess TJ Maxx is still a thing. God, I can't remember the last time I was at one. Oh, I think it was around Halloween. Oh, people do this. Clothes too dirty for the closet, but too clean for the laundry? Welcome to the chair. Dude, I do this. You know? That weird pair of pants that you put on to, like, walk 50 feet. And then you're like, yeah, I'll just go put these here. They go in the chair. Chair pile. NBC's got both the Olympic Winter Games from Milan. What? Blah, 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 Italy and Super Bowl.
There is a TJ Maxx just up the street from me, but I don't recall ever going.
God, even when I went for Halloween, they weren't great. Like, they didn't have any cool stuff. Thank you, Timmy. God, the other Halloween stuff was kind of gross. Look at that. Me calling, I do this all the time. Me calling someone back and hoping they don't pick up so I can use it as evidence that I tried. I do this all the time. All the time. And I'll leave a message like, oh, yeah, just want to return your call. Yeah, give me a call back. I might be working or something, but I'll try to get back to you as, when I can. Thanks a lot. Yeah. And then it's like 5 minutes later, I'll hear the phone ring, but I won't pick it up. They're like, oh, man, I just missed him. I don't like talking to people. Especially the speakers on a phone, those surprisingly hurt my ears for some reason. They have this pitch. It's just annoying. All right, what else we got? Me IRL. This was cool in 95, 98? 98. No. Here's the thing. I know I've seen a lot of people, known a couple, that have gotten the, barbed wire tattoo. I think it was cool at the time. But it wasn't in my realm of want. If I was ever going to get a tattoo, it'd probably be Death from Sandman. That's about it. I went to TJ Maxx with a date once. That's it. What are you going to do? I don't think I would add a tattoo on there and be like, yeah, it was cool in 98 or whatever. That'd be kind of weird. What exactly is that? There was a big thing with a lot of dude bros back in the day having these like weird little tribal tattoos. So it'd be like that little barbed wire thing you'd see go around the bicep kind of stuff. And, I don't know. It might mean something, but I'm not well versed in decorative squiggles. Tribal tattoos, those were the years. Yeah, I've seen people get them like on their calf, like their whole calf has got the tribal tattoo. Sometimes it looks cool, sometimes it doesn't work, and it kind of depends on if you maintain your weight, because it's like, this is one of the reasons why I don't get a tattoo is because our weight kind of fluctuates. So it's kind of like stretching out clay after a while, especially if you have something that's a definitive shape, like a person's face. If you gain a lot of weight, that face gets stretched out, and before you know it, it looks like, you know, a parody of itself. I got to find out if this was a real story. Florida man arrested for riding alligator through Wendy's drive-thru demanding chicken nuggets. God forbid men have hobbies. Okay, this can't be a thing, right? I thought this was Chris Pratt for a second.
Did you know people eat boogers all day?
Boogers.
That's right. When you get the sniffles, boogers in your mouth. You got post-nasal drip, boogers in your mouth. Pum'Kin, a loogie, that's just a booger collective trying to escape your mouth. So now, when someone says, hey, give me $5 and I'll eat a booger, I am not terribly impressed, for they have been doing it for free the whole time.
Exactly. Remember that when you were in school. Thank you. And the tat gets fat with you. Yeah. This is okay, of course, Florida man, but this would be hilarious to me. And if I was working at Wendy's, I would give them the nuggets and a couple of extra for the gator. I totally would. I'd be like, cool ride, bro. If I had a pet alligator, I'd make it drink Gatorade. Oh. I wouldn't want to be around it, though. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Look, I finally found my spirit animal. Glonk. Does absolutely nothing and dies. I think we all got a little glonk in front of us, inside us. We were just like, yeah, no, I'm not going to do anything. Feel like I want to die. Glonk. Where is this book from? Like, what is this? Glonk. This guy, look at this. 1995, drive to Blockbuster and pray the last copy is still on the shelf. 2025, that movie you want to watch isn't on any of your 17 streaming services you pay for, but you can rent it for $9.99 though. My dudes, why is this a thing? There's a streaming service for everything, but none of it has anything I want to watch. All the time, it's so frustrating. It's like, oh, you want to watch this? Well, it'll be like $12. Wait, what? Why? I have a subscription to streaming. Why don't you have it? Well, we don't have the license for it. Well, what about other streaming? Nope, I don't have it either. Don't make me go to Blockbuster. God, people were wondering, like, why do you still have physical discs? I'm just like, because physical discs. Because I don't have to go to Blockbuster. My own Blockbuster is right behind me. Blockbuster. God. You guys can call us Gen Xers Karen if you want, but if you understood us at all, it'd be Heather. That's pretty accurate. That's actually funny. That's funny. That's one of those, like, if you know, you know kind of thing. I don't think I've ever met a Gen Xer Karen, honestly. I feel like they're too fed up with everything to even care. I'm in Chicago. It's hard to get gator anything here. Oh, come on. Chicago should be, importing gators for the general use of the public. You know? Put that on the ballot or something. Do a write-in. Yeah. Go.
My boss is a Gen X Karen.
Really? Why? Tell them to be better. We expect better from Gen X. At the very least, we expect them to want to be left alone. So if you have a problem, they should just be like, yeah, whatever, figure it out yourself. You know? And if there is a problem, they'll be like, you know what? I don't care. That's a Gen X to me. All right, Gen X, not everyone in Gen X is great because clearly, we went to high school with other Gen Xers, so none of them were really that great. My husband is on the phone with the vet making an appointment for our cat, and he goes, she just needs 2 vaccines and a regular scheduled fat shaming by the vet. Every time. Every time, no matter what cat I've brought to the vet over the course of my life, they always say, yeah, the cat's a little overweight. Cat's a little overweight. What are you feeding it? Cat's a little overweight. Maybe the cat's overweight because it doesn't have any natural predators it's constantly running from. Its biggest natural predator is the cucumber I dropped on the floor, okay? It doesn't have any natural predators. There's no survival instinct there. It just sits there. It sleeps right. You would be overweight too if you sat for 12 hours straight sleeping. Picking on my cat. It's utterly ridiculous. All right, what else we got? Oh, this. Hey, kidney, look, breakthrough science. Create a universal kidney to match any blood type. My dudes. My dudes. Look at this. Science. Is this it? Look at that. Dude. They're working on it. It's almost there. Dude, basically they can, you need a kidney, they'll just toss anyone in there. It'll be fine. Yeah? How to make a universal kidney. Okay, this better not be a YouTube tutorial. All right? That's kind of cool, though. Dude, universal kidney? Got to see him at one of your own doctors. Visit about your weight. Yeah. Well, they don't say that you're overweight anymore. They say, are you comfortable with your weight? Yeah, because I guess everyone's got to be PC about it. You know? Are you comfortable with your weight? I'd be like, Doc, you're the one in charge here. Should I be comfortable with my weight? Should I be comfortable eating a bag of chips and wiping the grease on my shirt? Should I be comfortable with that? Is my lifestyle a problem? I want those doctors. I don't like softball doctors. Well, you know, if you felt like it. No, because if they keep putting it off, and if I feel like it, I ain't going to do it. You know? I need that person to say, hey, if you know you keep eating like this, you're going to drop dead. I'm like, oh, okay. That's what I need. So yeah, basically, multifunctioning kidneys. The most important kind. So expect that to be happening soon. Not overweight, I'm under tall. Steam is giving some players refunds for Ashes of Creation, which had the biggest MMO Kickstarter campaign ever after leadership resignation and mass layoffs. How does an MMO have all this? What the biggest MMO Kickstarter? Does anybody know what the actual Kickstarter was? What did it level off with? Like, I'll call, ask for help, look it up. Because it was probably something ridiculous, right? I mean, ever? Space Buckaroo! Nice. We won. Clothing companies think if I'm this big around, I should be 7 feet tall. Isn't that weird? There's always big and tall. There's never just big. You know? Oh, you're this. This is your waist size. Well, you must be like, you know, this tall. So there you go. Here's that jacket for the 6'5" individual. It's like, I'm 4'3", bro. I'm 4'3". Yeah. Ashes Creation, they try to create something, burn to ashes. Yeah, but this thing just exploded. It's like, it came out, everyone's like, oh, wow, this is actually kind of, no, we're going away. MMOs are the most expensive genres of games to develop for. Yeah, but it's like, if they already did the Kickstarter and stuff, you just got to throw some servers on there and everything's done. Like, why? I don't know. It's ridiculous. Boop. What else we got here? Baking? No, I don't want to get into baking. What else we got? Rayman. Hey, Rayman creator accidentally shares first details of leaked remake. They're remaking Rayman, I guess, again. How many Rayman games are there? There's like a lot, aren't they? Rayman series created by whatever, okay. Ah. Series creator as what? Reveals is a new Retro Gamer article that Rayman 1 will be receiving an HD release. This follows previous reports of a Rayman 30th Anniversary Edition. All right, well. Did they take a picture of something in print? Is this a magazine that they... All right. A massive multiplayer online. Yes, MMO. Thank you. All right, so no, that's happening. I don't know if I need to go back to that era of gaming. I don't know. We'll see. Limited edition K-pop Demon Hunters Cinnamon Toast Crunch box set is being scalped for more than $100. Okay, can we stop? Okay, here's the thing. If you're a scalper, at least have a little bit of self-respect, okay? You literally got 2 boxes of cereal, and you're trying to sell it for $100. It's getting ridiculous. Scalping is getting berserk. Think of the children. And it's probably better they don't eat this. If Ubisoft is involved, watch it get canceled. Yeah, right. Or they'll almost finish it and then not release it. They'll do the Warner Brothers strategy. They'll do the Rayman HD version, and they'll get right to the finish line and say, oh, we're going to cancel it, but we're going to write off all these losses of $5 million. Scalper, self-respect does not compute. I mean, come on. You know? This is the kind of level of scalping that I equate with, like, somebody who robs a church. You know, to go in and they take the chalices and stuff like that. You know, it's kind of like, it's kind of scummy. You know, at a certain point, you got to question your existence here. I know I could appreciate the hustle, but you know, it's come on, dude. Boxes of cereal, come on. We live in a world where every AAA game has become Duke Nukem Forever. This was kind of interesting that they were just basically saying every AAA game is now so bogged down in development that we're never going to see these things. What is it? Live service. Hold on. Naughty Dog continues. Naughty Dog, blah, blah, blah. But has been so hampered by an unsustainable production cycle, it helped perpetuate that the only games it has released during the current console generations have been remasters of games we've all played before. Like, what the hell? They also had a major live service game, Factions, canceled after years of work. I never even heard about that. That's crazy, dude. How much money are people losing on this? Feel like K-pop Demon Hunters is overhyped. That they had to sell cereal. Yeah, it's kind of weird. And I haven't seen the whole thing, but the clips I've seen, I'm just like, yeah, I can't do this. I don't know. I didn't find it funny, or I don't know, but I'll watch it eventually. It isn't either alone. It says the game studio announced an Elder Scrolls 6 several years in advance, and Metroid Prime 4 Beyond rebooting its development entirely in order to meet an avalanche of impossible expectations. The majority of AAA games now take 5 years or more to make. And once they finally break cover, so much of the industry has already moved, or they collapse under the weight of their own impossible execution. All right. Or expectations. We've been saying this numerous times. Every time a company starts working on a game, we hear about it for 5 years. They hype it up, and then it's like, we forget about it. Then they hype it up again, and then everyone has all these expectations that have been built up for a half a decade. And then we're like, meh, it's all right. It's crazy. Naughty Dog. You mean I want to release Last of Us as much as Todd releases Skyrim? Yeah. All right, who did the thing? Barrelin! You got a roll equal to or greater than 15. Six. Oh. 6 is not 15. 6 is not 15. I'm good at math. Omni 1. Nice. You tried. Yeah, I kind of wish we could get away from this. Not that I expect games to be churned out every 2 weeks, like Assassin's Creed. But it would be nice if we could just get these games going. All right, look at this guy here, Mario over there. Look at that. Despite Illumination being against AI, a Super Mario Galaxy movie tie-in website appears to be using it. Oh no. Imagine a company using AI. Weird. It's generative AI, blah, 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 blah. Words. Look at this. A Super Mario Galaxy movie site from General Mills has been accused of using AI. This does look very generic. Did they use ChatGPT for these images? They look very, yeah, that's very bland, and there it is. So people pick apart this thing, but, you know, no more companies are using this stuff. See, General Mills has the money to just set this stuff up and take a picture. I mean, General Mills, like, literally, that's the place that makes everything. Like, every cereal known to human is basically from there. You know? Bro, just get some of the merch, put it on somebody's couch, and take a picture. Why? You don't need AI for this. That's almost too difficult. But no, that's a thing. It's more and more prevalent. Boop. U-Bowl is upset that Sega is making another House of the Dead movie without him, that he's fundraising an unofficial sequel. We just can't get rid of this guy. Look, U-Bowl. Look at it. He's like, they're making one. He's trying to fund another thing. Like what? Look, U-Bowl seems quite ticked that Sony is making another House of the Dead without him, so he's currently fundraising for an unofficial sequel called 23 Years Later, Return to Zombie Island. On its website, he calls Paul W. Anderson the very bad director. Onions! I like onions. I literally ate just like a big slice of onion the other day. I know what it was. Pretty good. Very bad director, not the good one. Lol. Yeah, so that's a thing. I don't know. They're not even, it's like not even a thing. 23 years later? Like, bro, are you kidding me? You despise onions? Oh no, I like onions. I don't know why. They're fun. I don't know, but no, U-Bowl still has his hands in digital film. What do we got here? She-Ra's removal from Netflix is yet another mainstream betrayal of queer storytelling. Okay, this thing was on Netflix. Well, it still is, but they're taking it off. Like February 21st. They're not putting it on physical anything. Like, this is just going away. It's going away. They're literally, I didn't watch it. I don't even have Netflix, okay? I don't even care. They covered the show extensively. Really? You covered this extensively. Okay. So, yeah, note that this is just, they're not going to even renew it because of licensing. Just wonder why piracy is still a thing. Yeah, I mean, that's the whole thing. It's like, what is the point of all this? And just being like, yeah, you know what? Forget it. Like they went, and God, it's animation, dude. You know how much work goes into animation? And they're just like, we're not going to put it on physical thing. We're not going to relicensing it. So this thing is going to end up in some pit of lost media, unless somebody preserves it, of course. Yeah, so I don't know, guys. Just know that that's a thing. And again, I don't care about it, but just as content goes, I feel like there should be a rule that stuff should be made available somewhere. I hate when stuff gets tied up in licensing or all this other BS, because it's just like, you know, a lot of work goes into that, but whatever. Okay. There we go. Something Sailor Moon happens. Look, they're making Polly Pocket Sailor Moon compacts. Okay, but this is for like Tokyo, so it doesn't help anybody here. But hey, if you're into the collector thingy, then there you go. You got that. But more interestingly enough, I didn't even know Polly Pocket was still a thing. What the hell is a Polly Pocket? I thought that was like died out in the late 90s or something. But whatever. Boom. This person, co-random's one, they remade a Sailor Moon animation cell. Somebody did this by hand. Look at this. Look at that. They did all the drawing and everything. Dude, how cool is that? I don't know what they used though. That looks a little crinkly. It looks crinkly, man. Thank you. Like you won. Nice. It's like, I got an extra card and I win. Yeah. Nice. That is cool. I always kind of wanted to do that. I always wanted to do like animation cells. That's difficult, getting all that little painty stuff in there and stuff. Like, look at that. Animation cell. I like it. There you go. Cool. Good job. I like artwork. Boom. One has to deal with cartoons. All right. Back to more sword-carrying people. All right. Master of the Universe film revels in cartoon silly energy. I like that. That's a good thing.
Second hype train ticket bits.
Oh, second hype train. Really? Oh, it did start. Boom.
It's a freaking hype train. Let's go.
Hype train.
Freaking hype train. Let's go.
That's a weird song. I don't think I like that. I don't think I like that one. But there it is. Hype train. Thank you. Hype train. Oh, God. I'm out of coffee. Am I? Oh, God. Yep. That's my internal brain right now. Break for your ears. I haven't done it yet. Maybe I'll do that. If ads happen soon, which they will, maybe I'll go get more coffee. All right, but this is a good sign. This is a good sign. Look. Silly energy. I like silly energy. I do like that. Not Minecraft movie silly energy, okay? I don't want to deal with that, okay? Because that was too silly. Thank you, ADJ. Thank you for the bits. Cool. I hope this works. Who's the one that played this one in the original? She had those piercing blue eyes. She was in a couple of things.
Hope they make a reference to the what's going on meme.
Did you look at my text? I sent you a text. It was like 7 seconds ago and you didn't respond. I mean, what is wrong with you? I mean, it's like 10 seconds ago I think it was this really cool thing and I wanted to share it with you. And I don't understand why you can't get back in a reasonable amount of time and just say, yes,
reasonable.
Thumbs up, thank you. And no, but what do? I continue to follow you on all your platforms with your Book of Face and your Twitsters and your Insta scams, and I follow you everywhere. Every day I follow you into the bathroom, underneath the bathtub, in the drain, and I'm
Last
looking at
little
you, and I
push.
see everything you do, and you can't even respond to a text with something great. It was a cool little picture. And it's good. But I gotta tell you, this is why nobody responds to your dating profile, because you don't respond to them. They look at your picture and they say, this lady isn't gonna respond to me because stupid, 1 star. I mean, I don't even know what kind of social behavioral existence you have, but when somebody sends you a text 28 seconds ago, you better get on that. You better get on that. It's very important. You don't even know.
You don't even know. Thank you. I like that. They look at you once and you're like, stupid, 1 star. Oh, God. It's fun when you do improv stuff because when you hear it again, you can actually laugh at it because you almost forget. Oh, man. Where did I leave off? We're on level 2. Nice. Thank you. The lady who played this one. In the original one. What was her what's her face name? God, what's his name? She was in They Live 2. And then the other one. What was the other movie? She was in I think V. Way years ago. And I think she was in a Rob Zombie movie. I forget. Underwater blub blub. Yeah, there you go. Masters of the Universe. Hopefully it'll be all right. I don't know. We got a lot of start-stop stuff that happens with 80s franchises, and then before you know it, it's like, all right, cool. No, it's Meg Foster, thank you. Thank you. That's it. I know why. I was thinking like Meg Ryan or something. That was the one in like Sleepless in Seattle. Oh, is Caterpillar not around? Hey, numbers of rare butterfly eggs are hey, best on record after hedges are allowed to grow wild. Apparently they leave eggs in hedges? That's interesting. Hey, we're getting more butterflies. Rare ones. Rare, crazy butterflies. Like Mothra. I know, that's pretty good. So they all hang out here, huh? I feel like we do too much landscaping. Oh, those are tiny little things. Holy crap. I didn't realize they were so small. I wouldn't even notice those. That's crazy. Huh. Hey, there you go. Kill your lawn, grow hedges. Hey, Caterpillar Nana, look, this is good news. Hey. Kill your lawn, grow hedges. Can you actually make just a whole lawn hedge? Like, how does that even work? I feel like how would you rein it in? I mean, you could do the edge, but then everything will just keep growing. How high can hedges go? That'd be crazy. What about the root system? I feel like that would mess up somebody's house, though, right? I don't know nothing about that. But that's cool. At least more butterflies. Butterflies are magical and fun. Yeah. Plain lawns look boring to me. Yeah, I figured people should put crop circles in there, if anything. Butterflies, boom. All right, The Burbs, Season 1, comes out today. I'll probably have to watch, like, the first episode because I really like the first Burbs. Well, the original movie. But they're redoing The Burbs. Yep, and it's going to be on Peacock. Oh, it's Peacock? Do we even have this? Is it Peacock? Where is it? Yeah, it is. I don't know. I'll have to ask Dawn. Yeah, so I don't know how this is going to go. It's, it's a remake with modern things happening. This could be okay. I don't think this needs to be a series, though. How many episodes? God. What? Head counts. What? I don't know. Fingers crossed. Know that this exists for some reason. At least they have the same font. That's nice, right? God. What is this? Oh, it's the same thing. What the hell? I had this open twice? Boop. The Mortuary's Assistant. Not only was it a game, Dawn played it, it's going to be a movie in 5 days. They made that quick. Holy crap. The Mortuary Assistants. Follow Rebecca Owens, a mortuary science graduate who takes a night job at Riverfields Mortuary. What begins as a routine job soon turns sinister as she faces terrifying supernatural forces. In a world. All right. I don't know. It could be good. Hype train success. We did it. Hey. Nice. I wasn't paying attention. I got distracted by the boibs. What am I going to do with that? My face. All right, what do we got? I got to do I forgot to change a thing. I didn't think something was going to happen. Where is it? All right, we'll do this one. I know what that is. Everybody, thank you for Hype Train stuff. Boom. Hydrate, damn you. Thank you. I appreciate. Boom. Bop. What is this? Yo. High on Life 2. The first one was all right. It was at least funny, even though it got a little bit long in the tooth, as they say, when it came to some of the humor, because the guns never shut up. For those who don't remember, this was made by the creator, or at least the original one was made by the creator of Rick and Morty and Solar Opposites, and they did a lot of the voice work in there for the guns and all this other stuff. So it's just zany. All the guns yell at you and stuff and have little sarcastic quips. Dawn played it. She seemed to like it. I don't know. It was definitely a game for streamers. Nice. Yeah. I'll probably just watch somebody stream it. I don't got the time for this. I don't got the time for it. Yeah. But I wonder if they brought that guy back. What was it, Roland? I feel like, God, even though nothing definitively on paper happened, That guy's just been like non-existent. Though they're still probably rolling around in Rick and Morty money, but you know, it's like, I guess. City Hunter. All right, yo. For retro anime fans, yo, there's gonna be a City Hunter game thing. God, these are old. Yeah, but that's it. You know the old timey games? Well, apparently they're doing a little collection of it. City Hunter. City Hunter. I don't know if it's any good. Close it. 35 years later, the only official game. What, the only official game? Hold on, what do you mean? There was only one? This is going to be a re-release of one game? I assumed it was like a collection. Are you kidding me? That's drugs. Ooh, the PC Engine Classic City Hunter. Oh, it's back. Whoop-de-doo. With all the pixelated goodness you remember that we can't show full screen because it's so small. All right, well, hey, no, that's the thing. It's coming out. This better be like 50 cents, though. Simultaneous ability for fans everywhere. This game is more than just a remake. It's a fusion of nostalgia and newness. Yeah, we'll see. I just assumed anytime I see a collection like this, it's just a bunch of games. What are you going to do? I was super excited for the new Fable game until I found out that it's not the same game studio making it. It looks good, but I'm going to have to see how it plays and content. You know, the new Fable could go either way. I'm going to give it that. City Hunter and Rama have were what? Introduction to anime. Nice. There you go. We had DBZ and Sailor Moon. Fear Effect 2. More retro games. Dude, they put the first one on Steam. Second one's going to be on Steam. Dude, Fear Effect. Fear Effect 2. Maybe they'll have a bundle. Yo, this was like old-timey game, but it was like one of the first ones to do that cell shading stuff, which looked kind of cool. So no, that's a thing. It looked super advanced for the time. I mean, it doesn't now, but it's still kind of cool. It's cool, dude. Fear Effect 2, Retro Helix. I'm always happy when somebody does this with older games and they're like, yeah, let's push this out. It's like, thank you. Yeah. All right. Scott Pilgrim, 23 days. All right. This is going to be a good one because, you know, Scott Pilgrim. They make really good beat 'em up games, man. The first one was awesome, dude. You know, and hopefully this one will be as well. But I got 23 days to wait for that. Is it going to be on PC? Oh, thank God. Please not be Ubisoft, right? Who's making this? I don't even know who's making it. Please don't be Ubisoft. Because I know the other one was. So I'm just expecting that to be delisted at some point. Tribute Games? Tribute? Is this just a tribute? End of the line. So they have this game. Oh, God. What are we doing? Boop. All right, what else we got? Look at this. I think painting in the future will look like this. All right, say what you will about AI, but this is kind of cool, even though I'm not into nautical scenes. This is interesting. Look at the little clouds and the melty things and stuff, man. Dude, that's pretty cool. Now, what else we got? Look at that. Whoa. Now, does this not quantify as art merely because it was probably AI generated? Or would we look at this and say, wow, that's actually interesting. What an exquisite prompt they have made. I think it's visually interesting. I know. It's nice, though. Hey, I would love to have, like, little animated things on the wall rather than just, you know, static images. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Just saying. The future is now. Let's see. I think we've had enough nostalgia with City Hunter, right? What else we got? Spun.com. Oh, God. Dude, I don't know if anybody who's into physical media actually bought stuff from Spun. It was basically like a huge CD store. What's up? What? You can't open a can of soda. I can do that. Bring it on over. Soup? Oh, God. All right, hold on, Chad. I don't want to get soup everywhere.
I'm sorry. I really tried.
Give me a second, chat. Let me go that way.
Okay.
That way.
Oh, Oh,
Yeah, 'cause I don't want stuff flying everywhere. The soup has been opened. We opened the soup. What? Don's got crappy tunnel syndrome, so soup. What? Let's see. Okay, we're gonna get Universal Scott program. Gladiax, not Ubisoft. Hey, it's not Ubisoft. Nice. Think Marilyn Manson video was a Spin magazine parody called Spun, probably. This was kind of cool because it was just like it was your huge used record shop, but online. I found some really good things in there. I found the very first Mindless Self-Indulgence album for like $7 on there. And at the time, it was stupid expensive to find. I mean, I scoured this thing daily. Still got it. Boop. What? Yeah, the EP, the one with the red cover, self-titled. Boop. What happened to simply turning something on and using it without giving up your email and phone number? Like, what the hell? I don't even care what this video is, but dude, every time you turn on something now, they're like, okay, use a QR code, use this, blah, 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 blah. Make sure you get this. Okay, you sync with the phone, there's verification. Yo, I just want to watch TV. Poopsie Doodle, thanks for being here. Appreciate. Thank you. Have fun. There you go. I think we need more stupid tech. That's what we need. Boop. Harvey Birdman. Did a rewatch? Nice. I don't need that. Look, we've been doing this too. Look, The Only Way I Survive, one Halloween to the next. Look at that. They got all the Halloween themed stuff. That's pretty cool. We had like little candies and stuff, you know, that was sent to us. Thank you. So we got like some little Sour Patch gummies and weird little Tombstone candies and all that other fun stuff. Posture check. Oh, yeah, let me move around. Probably should do that. Should I take a break for my ears? I can do that. That's why I can get more coffee. Let me call it. But that means I got to do it. I'll be right back. All right. Don't go anywhere.
I need you to take me to the toy store.
There aren't any. They're all closed.
Why?
I don't know. I guess people don't have the imagination to play with toys anymore. They just play games.
But games are boring. All I do is pokey poke to make things happen or slicey slice to kill things. Button mashing not fun.
I don't know what to tell you. Toys devolved into shelved collectibles people hoard so they can resell them and make a fortune.
Oh, like Beanie Babies.
No, not like Beanie Babies.
They still make them, and the old ones will only increase in value.
Sure.
People got divorced and had to split their Beanie Baby collections in court. They're valuable, like NFTs.
I am so glad you don't have money to invest in stock.
Stocks are legacy money. It's all about the crypto. I bought $7 in coin.
What's a coin?
It'll skyrocket in November, trust me.
Get the hell off the internet. It's rotting your brain.
Not with the meds I'm on. I'm immune to brain rot. Piecemeal that together like a puzzle cube with the hell's bathroom. NNN coin. Invest now. NNN. It's a coin, and it works in November especially, because you can't use it. You just gotta and sit on it. Don't play with my coins. You ever noticed how pets are just flat out better than people? I mean, seriously, your dog loves you more than your best friend. Your cat tolerates you more than your coworkers. And your parrot probably listens to you more than your spouse. There's a reason they say dog is man's best friend. Because your dog actually gives a crap about you. People? They pretend. They show up when they need something. But your dog, that fuzzy little guy, is always there. No matter what kind of day you're having, they're there. Think about it. You come home from work, pissed off, tired, barely holding it together. What does your dog do? They lose their freaking mind with excitement. It's like you just won the lottery and he's the only one who knows. Oh my God, you're home! I thought you were dead! Oh, let's hang out forever! You ever get that kind of love from a person? Hell no. Your friends? They're just like, hey man, you can Venmo me for lunch? People want things from you. Your dog, he just wants you. That's it. No hidden agendas, no passive-aggressive nonsense, just pure, unconditional, tail-wagging loyalty. Meanwhile, people are complicated. They'll stab you in the back, lie to your face, ghost you for no reason, and then ask if you're free to help them move on the weekend. A dog would never do that to you. A dog's got your back. A cat might judge you, sure, but even they have the decency to stick around when they know you're feeling down. Pets are simple. They love you. They don't care how much money you make, how cool you are, or whether you're in shape. They're just there for you. That's it. People could learn a lot from pets, but they won't because people are selfish. Dogs, though, they're in it for life, and that's why they're the real best friends. Humans are worse than dogs. There, I said it. Probably not even better than a disgruntled cat. Go to hell, humans! Humans are worse than animals every single day. A dog never started a war. A cat never bombed another country, though if given the option, maybe they would. We don't really know what goes inside the head of a cat, but they haven't clawed my eyes out yet.
Hey, look! I found some fish. They kind of just go around in a circle, though. I don't like this guy. Yeah, you keep moving.
Hey, you know how you keep bugging me for a digital music player?
Every day since music was invented. Duh.
Well, I was going through some boxes, and I found for you.
Brr. There you go. Let's see. Yeah, I had to do a thing. But, guess what? I did. Says like, come on. Where is it? Oh. Who called eats on stream? I didn't eat on stream, but I just did. Bump. Yeah, I can interrupt myself. Boom! All right, back to this. Halloween treats. Yeah, I kind of want Halloween to get here, but I don't want to rush it. Was it a card battle win? Oh, it might have been. Yeah, that's right. That's right. This guy, greetings from Salem. Look what's going on in Salem. Look at that. Look, they still got stuff up. Oh, it's Salem. Oh, okay, it changes 3 colors. I thought you were going to show me more pictures. What is that? It was card battle. Yeah. All right. What is this? What am I looking at? Thrift stores. We'll see. Look, how old were you when you found out Uncle Phil was Shredder? How old, chat? Nobody complained either back then. It was kind of amazing, right? It was just like, yeah, no, they got the voice for it. I knew since day one.
8 more months. Hang in there, little pumpkin man.
I'm working on it. Hanging in there. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Well, that's cool when you find out stuff like this. Like, oh, you know, they did a voice of this. And you're like, no, get out of here. I didn't look into that before. I'm assuming this is true, but I don't think I ever paid attention to the credits watching Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But interesting. James Avery. Nice. Saturday morning with some classics. RG477V. What is this thing? This thing looks like it's got a nice screen on it. Or is this just like a junky thing? Or did somebody custom make this? What? What's up? Hi, what's up? Wazoo. I know a cool handheld to be like this. You know, Steam Deck's cool and stuff, but you know, I'm not sure if I'm happy about the 4:3 aspect ratio. I guess it's good for older games. I don't know. Boop. Okay, this was funny. So, what niche retro games collection does everyone hopes gets announced next week? I don't know when this was. A couple of days ago. I didn't realize there were this many Blues Brothers games. These aren't official things. Somebody just made a mock-up. All right, so, dude, what was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Were there actually 6 Blues Brothers games? I didn't even think anybody would give a crap about the Blues Brothers, let alone make a series of games. And I like the movie. Not the second one. First one only. I don't know how they did the Blues Brothers without Belushi. That is just utterly ridiculous. Hey, Wolfneck won. Nice. Boop, 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 boop. There was a Blues Brothers that came out for the Commodore Amiga? Really? Wow. Lawnmower Man. I didn't even realize there was a Lawnmower Man game, honestly. I feel like there might have been, like maybe I saw a speed run of it at 3 a.m. or something like that. Lucia's character basically haunted Ghostbusters. Oh. What, golf? What is this? Oh, weird sports games? Yeah, I can deal without the sports games. I'm not a sports guy. Lock Dog won. Nice. Kind of like Ghostbusters movies without Raimi. It ain't the same thing. Yeah. Boop. Primal Rage. Oh, my God. There was this many Primal Rages?
Blues Brothers 2000 with John Goodman wasn't bad. It wasn't Belushi good but still entertaining.
I think the kid pissed me off. Anytime they toss a kid into something, I'm just like, oh, God. You know? Because then you know the humor is only going to be so edgy. You know? Throw the kid in there, you're like, oh, God. All right. I don't know. Yeah. It can't be. That's a lot of Primal Rage. I do remember Primal Rage being kind of fun, but I haven't played it in forever. Maybe I should track it down somehow. Boop. Okay, somebody did this, and I love when people do this, because they were very impressed by the footwork in this, and now that they pointed it out, I was like, holy crap. Dude, this is pixel art, all right? This is pixel animation. Look at that leg movement. That is insane. I gotta be a better animator, because this is like ridiculous to me. That's crazy. That sidesteppy thing. That is just like crazy. I would like, dude, pixel art amazes me. Out of everything that's done in games and stuff like that, I appreciate 2D animation, stuff like that. But pixel art is like a whole other level because you're working within a very boxy parameter and you got to make things look good. Yeah. And back when Disney didn't own Marvel, I missed that time. Yeah. I feel like the comics were a bit more fun, too. And Skull, thanks for being here. Enjoy your food. Boom. All right. We took this for granted. Don't take this for granted, chat. There's still time. Look, you got Dragon Ball Z and you got your Linkin. We did this before, but I'm doing it again just to remind people. All right? You got your Linkin Park stuff on the wall. You got your phone and you're charging your DS or whatever the hell that is, Game Boy. You got your compact discs. Look at that. You got your drinks on the floor and everything, even though that's probably AI. What is that? Is that Mountain Dew? That doesn't even look like a real drink. Was that a real drink? Mountain Dew chips? There were Mountain Dew chips? Doritos, Bop. These look like Bop Tarts. Bop Tarts. Pizza Hut. Nobody had 4 boxes of Pizza Hut. See? I was believing this until you had 4 boxes of pizza here. See? Then you lost me. But hey, even AI, we can dream, right? Code Red Mountain Dew? Why does it look so gibberishy? It's like... I know, man. Simpler times. Got to get back to that. Ugh. I feel like if I had like an extra room, I'd probably just make the retro man cave, you know? All my space is filled up with boxes of weird foamy things. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I don't miss the dressers though, honestly. Though they're probably more durable than what's out now. You got the gaming room. Hey, there you go. Well, we got like that living room area that just has the TV and stuff like that, but you know. I just want chips just all over the floor with pizza boxes. Simple stuff. All right, what else is happening? Boop. I don't know what's going on here. Let's see. We got dogs. Yeah. Okay. Lost Boys the musical. Tell Steve about this. This way he can dress up and go watch the Lost Boys the musical. Musical adaptation on Broadway. Lost Boys. Why do they do this? Broadway, I expect this crap from Hollywood. You're supposed to be the more innovative thing where you make stuff, you know, and your shows end up being that good that you actually make a movie out of it. You know, maybe like Wicked or Cyndi Lauper's Kinky Boots, you know, that kind of thing. Just don't go the other way. Don't ruin Lost Boys. Well, I feel like the two movies after that kind of did that, but so these are the quote unquote Lost Boys and that girl. Singing vampires alert. The Lost Boys first looks. Here are exclusive photos. Yeah, I don't know if I care. I mean, I'm never gonna go to a Broadway show to hear people screaming at me for garbage. Never saw Lost Boys. Should I watch it? If you like older vampire movies and can deal with older films, yes. Because I've noticed, depending on your age group, it's kind of like some people don't like older movies because they run a little slow. But this has got a good sense of humor, action, and the characters are pretty well fleshed out. Yeah. It's also got the dude from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Not Keanu Reeves, the other guy. Who did they cast for the saxophone guy? Should be saxophone guy, right? That guy's still around. That's like his thing. He just keeps going around. No, I've noticed like when I mention older movies to people and they see it, they're like, it was all right. You know, because it's a different genre of taste, so it's all age related now. So, boop. Oh no, DC Studios delays Clayface release date amid Warner Brothers slate shakeup. No, my Clayface movie. Come on, dude. Late September. Oh, okay, that's all right. Taking it out of the way of Avengers Endgame. Avengers Endgame? What do you mean Avengers Endgame? You mean Avengers Doomsday? Oh, re-release. Re-release? They're re-releasing Endgame? Come on, dude. I liked it, but stop re-releasing stuff. They're probably like, well, people are going to want to see it, so when Doomsday comes out, they'll be all caught up at what's going on. Oh, God. All right, well, notice it's coming out late September now. I actually do kind of want to see this. I know Clayface was always a good villain for my taste, but yeah, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. But Alex Winter, thank you. Here we go, another thing. Baldur's Gate 3 is getting a sequel series on HBO from Last of Us, Craig's Mason. Oh, God, this could go either way. All right, Last of Us co-creator, I can't imagine him being terrible, okay? And it is Baldur's Gate, which in and of itself is really good. My God. Okay. Could you... Okay, one of the bigger complaints people have had about The Last of Us, whether you consider it rightfully or not, is maybe acting choices for certain characters or casting choices. Maybe not do that with this, and I like Last of Us, so maybe try to be as accurate to the game as possible. That'd be kind of cool. Okay, I don't expect to be watching it in turn-based. Not that accurate. But you know what I mean. There's a twist. According to Deadline, rather than being based on the games, this will serve as a sequel to 2023's Baldur's Gate 3, picking up immediately after the events of the third game. Well, in case there's any spoilers, I'm not going to go on. I mean, I guess that's kind of good. Why redo the game? At least they're trying to push it somewhere else. Fingers crossed. Keep crossing my fingers so much, it's turning into a pretzel. Oh, Pirates of the Caribbean, Disney's new plans for the franchise has been revealed. Oh, God, it better have Johnny Depp in it or it's not Pirates. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to read this. Unique approach to the theme park ride? What? Turned film franchise? What's going on? When it was taken out of franchise sales, the subsequent installment of the Pirates of the Caribbean series remains on Disney's most successful properties based on one of the Disneyland's most iconic things. Okay, okay. Much according to the Pirates of the Caribbean success goes to Johnny Depp, charismatic. Okay, Depp is now mounting something of a comeback. Yeah, well, maybe if everybody didn't cancel him wrongly. All right. All right. Then you guys wouldn't have to be, running around trying to figure out how you're going to get Pirates to keep going. We probably could have had another 3 Pirates movies. Like, in all seriousness. But last we heard, the studio's gone back to the drawing board with the franchise. There's been a long big rumblings around Margot Robbie leading a reboot, which is not happening from what I understand. Latest tapes comes out of Witty Insider. According to the site, 1917 scribe Christy Wilson Cairns, who also teamed with Taika Waititi on the unmade Star Wars movie. Oh, that's always promising. Yeah, they worked on the unmade Star Wars movie. Oh, so they already have one project that failed. What's up? What's going on? Yeah, go ahead. What's happening? What are you doing? Oh, I don't want to see that. No, I don't want to see it.
Squirrel's okay.
What? No, but still, what did they run over a squirrel for?
It ran on the ski track.
Why is this? There's an Olympic squirrel. Donna's watching the Olympics and a squirrel ran on a snowboarding thing. Like, it's trying to kill people. Squirrels are not happy. I'm like, I don't want to see the squirrel get hurt. Squirrel's okay. The squirrel survived, though. I know, but still, like, what the hell? All right, so this person's already got a failed project. There's currently no word on whether Depp will be part of it. Okay, I don't care. Get back to me when you know what the hell's happening. Son of a... What happened here? What's going on here? Reddit. Got the hives? If it's not the band, I don't care. Sony and Netflix Ghostbusters animated movie gets fresh rider and signs of life. They're making an animated movie. There you go. Do you stream on Twitch? No, I never heard of it. Ever. That's that purple place, right? Doesn't seem like something I would do. Ghostbusters franchise is alive as well. Even if Sony's Ghostbusters Frozen Empire wasn't as big a hit as they had hoped for last year. Oh, it only made $200 million globally. Only $200 million. How much did it cost to make it? Did Frozen Empire lose money? But did the squirrel cause any casualties? No, apparently they just kept going. Much like people do with cars. Psh. Not only is Netflix working on an animated series, but Sony and Netflix are teaming up on an animated Ghostbusters movie. Oh, good. Sony and Netflix. And they're working on an animated series. We're just never going to have any new ideas anymore, are we? No new ideas, chat. We're not allowed. Chris Pearn, Clouded with a Chance of Meatballs 2. I didn't like 2. Was attached to direct back in 2024. 2024? God, this is so old now. Attached to direct, new info. I don't know. Hopefully it'll work out. Ghostbusters. Fingers crossed. Like, bro. God, I want a new franchise. Here's the thing. I want a new franchise that isn't based on a game, based on an old franchise, based on a book, based on something else. I want somebody to just come out fresh out of the gate with this brand new crap and say, boom, this is going to be good. Everything's based on something else from flipping decades ago, man. Oh, Mugenics. Is that coming out soon? Yo, Mugenics. No, it's made by the people who did the Dubada, Binding of Isaac. Also made in Adobe Animator. I'm glad they're not going to close that application that they wanted to. Is this any good? Mutagenics is a game about cats. Ooh, but it's not necessarily going to appeal to people who passionately love them because it's a dark comedy that treats them as meat to be put through a grinder. Uh-oh. Where's PETA, huh? This game is terrible. Yeah, so it's going to be delightfully gross and endlessly weird at every turn. I like that. Endlessly weird at every turn. There we go. All right, hopefully that's good. Fingers crossed. Oh, God, there's a lot of videos. This is a long article. Oh, there we go. Pitches. Thank you. Let's see, what do we got? You fall into my trap. Okay. So we got turn-based grid stuff. You get to pick up things. Got somebody yelling at me. All right, got some money. And I think we're good. All right, that's good to know. Ah, this is bad news, chat. Bad news. Cake founding guitarist Greg Brown has died. Dude, they were a good guitarist. They had a really unique sound and everything. Greg Brown, the founding guitarist of Cake, has died. The band's social media account announced it today, saying he passed after a brief illness. No! Thank you. No clip is an interview with the developers of this game. Nice. Greg Brown, co-founder of the Droll alt-rock band. Droll, I like that. There you go. I guess they are droll. I got the song stuck in my head now. Hold on, we got to play it something. Let's see what we got by Cake. Ow. I'm looking for one. I kind of like this. All right, lower it a bit. More lanes. Let's see. Okay, because an integral part of Cake's early sound and development. Its creative process were immense. Aw. I don't even think he played guitar on this. Maybe we should find one where he actually played guitar. Boom, 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 boom. Dude. Oh, it's probably this song. There you go. Yeah. Give me a second. There you go. Greg Brown. It's a fun song. They are very droll. Nice. Bum, 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 bing. All right. That's enough. Greg Brown. They had a very, like, wow, damn it. They had a very unique guitar sound for considering all the other bands that were out there. You know, you had your Nirvana, Pearl Jam, stuff like that, and then Cake came along, and they were just like the anti-sound that was the normal sound back then. They weren't grunge, they weren't alternative, they were just their own weird, quirky little thing. Yeah. Greg Brown was a part of that. That's like when I heard it, I was just like, well, who the hell is this? I'm like, this is so weird. I love it. Yeah. Boom, boom. First Three Doors front man, Brad Arnold died. Now Cake's Fat guitarist died. No. Also, what? The lead singer of Three Dog Night died. They were like 87, so I get it. But, you know. Ridiculous. Wrong apply. What? Oh, that's fine. Yeah, but that's never a good thing. Yeah. People passing away. I don't know, man. What do you do? What do you do? Even one of the guitarists for the band Naked Reagan passed away. That was like 2 years ago. But still. And Vanilla Ice is still alive. Yeah. Did anybody... Oh, God. I really want to play it. The Ice Matrix. Dude, that is so good. It's almost pointless without the video, but my God, dude, whoever did the deep faking and lyrical stuff, they used all the characters from the Matrix. So you got Keanu Reeves, you got yeah, it's so good. I can't play it here because then it's just gonna get dinged on YouTube, and that's the problem. Blondie bassist Fred Smith passed away. Why is everybody dead? There was also somebody from The Cure who died too, right? All of them are going away. Sucks. Damn it. I don't know. I need coffee now. Makes me sad. Boop, boop. That's lava coffee. Wow! Jeez. Now I gotta wait for it to cycle. Hurry up. Okay, good. Boop. The mom from Home Alone passed too. Yeah, they did it. Catherine O'Hara. Yeah, they passed away. God, what? Dude, we're only in the second month of 2026. Everyone's just like, I guess we're all gonna die. Go.
Three Doors Down's lead singer passed on recently to frown.
Yeah, I just read it. It was Rain Fox said that. Thank you. Yeah, no, they probably weren't that old, right? Kind of depends, you know, people back then were taking a lot of drugs. Not that I'm saying that they did, but, you know, it does put a strain on the system. Thank you. Repost what I got. What? Got fired working in my simulator. Water now boil. 2. Oh, all right, cool. Fire working. Oh, is it going to just catch everything else on fire and burn everything down? Water boils. So those weird little nuanced things that you just don't even factor in. You're just like, yeah, that takes coding. Oh, my God. You met him in 2003? Nice. Boom, boom. Now I got the song stuck in my head. Oh, God. Huh. Thankfully, Cars for Pies alive. There you go. Keith Richards is still around. I feel like everybody from the Rolling Stones is. What deal did they make? And it's kind of Minecraft, but you can slap different behavior codes in. Mostly use it to simulate wildfires. Nice. Behavioral code. Look that up. Willie Nelson also. Yeah, aren't they like 97 or something like that? Willie Nelson. I think all the weed is keeping him alive. Just seeing what I missed because I was doing through all the weird stuff. Willie Nelson. He's too mellow to die. Yeah. Death will show up and he'll be like, yeah, whatever, man. You know. You want to have a seat? Death sitting on a couch with Willie Nelson talking about weird, crazy crap as they get high and eat chips. And then Death forgets why he was there. And he's like, all right, I'll see you later, man. All right, dude, take it easy. Dude, that's an awesome bit that just needs to be made into a cartoon or something. I don't have the time for it. Somebody do it and let me know. This wasn't here for me, but he came from a house. Will it plant this winter? What? That'd be funny. And now I got these weird songs stuck in my head. Now I got the main menu theme from the Wii stuck in my head. Why? I'm about to say death comes to take him, but chills out and forgets what he was doing. Right? Yeah, there you go. It would be funny, man. Come on. I missed the Wii. Yeah, magical times. You had a little bit of internet, but not so much that it rotted your brain. Yeah. It was an amazing time. You had a little bit of internet and you could see things. And it was like, wow, look at all the stuff that's out there. But it took really long to load. So you're like, whatever. I'll go make a sandwich instead. I need a Wii. There you go. Actually have cake nugget. 1996 CD still sealed. Nice. Collector's item. That's probably not, but that's a damn earworm. Yep. What was that? There was a name of something. For people, let me see if I can find it. Give me a second. It'll be worth it. It's for people who like retro stuff, but new games. As soon as I can get my things working here. Beep. Do. Oh, come on. Taking a second to load. Well, at least you know. Thank you. Oh, anyone bingo? Boom. This thing, orbitals. All right. Usually I'm like, whatever when it comes to Switch because, you know, the Nintendo's still picking on Power World. However, orbitals is not specifically made by Nintendo, but it's got a cool retro style. All right. So look at this. Look. Now, pay attention to retro style here. Retro style. This is done exceedingly well. I'm not playing the sound because I don't want to deal with YouTube. Look at this. You got all sorts of space crap happening. I think that's in game. It's like a co-op game. So think It Takes Two, but retro anime. Dude, this looks good. It's even got the subtitles. I like when games do this. I like when games can look like a cartoon and be really good. This is good. We need more anime games like this. We need more anime games. Whoever did this, good job. It's called Orbitals. All right, Orbitals. All right, let me get out of here. I said I gotta close it. I can't be showing everything. Orbitals. I don't know when the hell it's coming out. Ducks. Grab your fandom. Load your Orbitals. Intergalactic. Can I just have a single player? Stay tuned for more info really soon. Register for updates. Well. God, nobody puts effort into websites anymore, do they? It's just like, here's a picture, there's a trailer. Just cool. Just orbital game? Like, all right. Content creators. What's it say about it? Can you actually do stuff, or are you going to be all mean? Don't play any of the game ever. Reject all. Get out of here. Kepler. Apply to the collective here. God, now you're making it work. You made it work. All right, but it's cool retro stuff. All right. Where's the laughing dog since we missed ducks? I don't know. Boop. Co-op. Yeah, damn it. I'm going to play with. Yeah, I'm not a co-op person myself. But I do appreciate the art that went into it, which is rare in this day and age because I feel like everything looks very I don't want to say garbagey, but very samey. Like there's no real distinct styles out there, and it kind of bothers me because it's just like, yeah, whatever. Yeah. All right, let me go through the bingo, see if there's anything else I can call. Didn't do stupid food, no physical item, no doodle, drop frames. Nah, we all right. Didn't have bad coffee. I can do Candy Rain. Where is it? Nice. Something falls off stream. Right, did I do that already? Hold on. Okay, just to make sure it was off. P.O. Box, thanks for starting. PG swears, followers, to where people raid. Beep. Boop. What? Judgment Cat. What? Terminator 2, Judgment Cat. It would have been cool if it was a robot cat. That would have been awesome. I would have watched that. All right, so we all at that time. Because I might try to get chips. Hey, if there's going to be a lot of sports ball, I want to eat chips. Even if I'm not going to watch it. Now I got to watch reruns at a puppy bowl. Let's see, who's doing what? All right, we got to see who's on. All right, we got, what do we got? We got EB Demon doing art. We got, where's everybody? Oh, there you are. God, what's wrong with my thing? Oh, Zograd and are both playing Forewarned. What is Forewarned? I don't know what Forewarned is. What is it? Forewarned is a wonderful player co-op horror survivor. Let's see. Let's see. Gear up and delve into the ancient Egypt ruins. What? I gotta tell Don about that. 1 to 4 players. I know. Who do we go see then? I wouldn't even. Well, you know what? Uno's usually not on when we're doing stuff. Maybe I don't even know now. But I see Egypty things. I don't know. But EB Demon's still, they're streaming. They're streaming right now. Uno's doing charity fundraiser. Oh, all right. Well, then, there you go. I got to do that. Charity. Boop, 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 boop. But also, Zograd is streaming. If you want to see Zograd stream, or if you want to see EV stream, it's EV Demon. But yeah, Uno's very rarely on when we are. Very rare. And on a Super Bowl Sunday. Which reminds me, I got to eat. I feel like I should just eat a big bowl of chips. Big bowl of chips for everybody. Let's go. I don't know. When does Pum'Kin Guy do his streams on Twitch? Which days now? I am here Sunday, pretty much every Sunday, unless something goes horribly, horribly wrong. 12 p.m. Eastern. Steve streams Wednesdays at like 5 p.m. I kind of want to work in another thing, but I'm just like, it would probably have to be a gaming stream. Well, we were all set to do more gaming streams, and then our ears went sideways, so all the auditory sensitivity is just like, ugh. Okay. Thank you. I haven't seen that one before. I do want chips. Thank you, Wolfnick. It's been fun. There you go. Everybody do something fun this week. It is Super Bowl. Some places just don't expect you to not show up tomorrow. Don't say a pumpkin told you, but, just I watching a big game. It was crazy. All right. Everybody get yourselves together for all the chips, dips, and stuff like that, because we're not going to go see sports. We're going to go see doing co-op stuff with Zograd. And again, EV Demon's streaming. They're doing artwork. If you want something more chill and not whatever, I don't know what kind of chaos is being unleashed over on Uno's. All right. Don will be streaming tomorrow. If you're on Don's Discord, they're doing the poll to see what game they're going to play next. You literally have control of what they shall play. I know. All right. Yeah, everyone could go do something fun. We got puppies to watch. It's a puppy bowl. Everybody, thank you. Especially if you're trying to get us to where we need to be on the YouTube streaming channel, the VOD channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody who's helping out. If you've already helped out, thank you. Blue Moon 1. Nice. If you haven't, consider it. I know. Be well, do something fun. Chips. You better get me chips. Get me chips. Get me chips. Later.